On the 4th of July, Josh confirmed that he and Stephanie had officially broken up, and said that even though he had been unfaithful, she ruined the relationship by cheating on him. Josh even contemplated destroying something that Stephanie worked very hard to get.
Yeah, I know I said I was going to play the national anthem, and I'm trying to learn it, but I didn't learn it fast enough for the holiday, unfortunately. I'm kind of pissed about that. That, and I'm officially single again, and I'm done with Stephanie's drama. It's just... See, she didn't even bother calling me. I called her after work to see if she wanted to go to the bar or something, you know, celebrate the 4th of July. Nope. Was not answering her phone. Just sends me a text, just, please leave me alone, okay? I'm like, excuse me? What did I do? You threatened to rape me. I'm like, I was only half kidding because you had sex with someone else. I was trying to be kinky with it like you wanted, you know, what the fuck? I guess I might have chosen my words better, but she somehow felt threatened by that, so because of that, she's on and off in the hands of someone else. And then I got a text later saying, Stephanie's naked and enjoying a party. Leave her the fuck alone, okay? I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Yeah, I was a little pissed when I heard that. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm going to the bar and getting drunk. I had like 3 drinks, and I'm like, okay, I want to go. And should I get some weed, smoke, you know, whatever. Not saying then where I got it, but I did get some, and it was enough to mellow me out for a couple hours and just feel numb, so I didn't have to feel. And the biggest problem with this, and this is what's ironic about life really, is our society puts way too much pressure on a natural human function. It's just fucking ridiculous. There was a brief period in time, though, where Stephanie did get a urinary tract infection. She got real sick, and I'm like, what the fuck? And at the time, I was still a boyfriend, and I felt kind of bad for her. I'm like, what can I do, you know? She's like, well, I need cranberry pills. I'm like, okay, I'll buy you some cranberry pills, you know. I want you to see you get better. They went away, and then, now believe me, if I could take back the moment I treated out Stephanie, I would have. Okay? And then, I let the confidence of it get to me. That's probably why, you know, I did it. And, you know, thinking, I got laid now, you know. I don't see what the big fucking deal is, to be honest with you. I really don't. I mean, it's good in the moment, but outside, it's just like, you know, after Stephanie's bullshit, not even bothering to call me, just being very void about the communication, I can honestly say, I'm done with this shit and I don't care. I'm glad to be rid of her, you know. You know, the sucky thing of it, too, is, man, Stephanie gets a degree in computer engineering and ends up getting a job at McDonald's. As a matter of fucking fact, look at that. Certified Entry Network Technician. She might have gotten all her shit, but she didn't get her little certification. Now, I could smash this, but I think I found something to shoot my shotgun with. It's a little certificate of hers. Because if you're going to take your anger out on the person, do it in a healthy way. The one thing they work so fucking hard to get is not going to be covered in shotgun shell. Oh, what fun. I can stick this on a hay bale somewhere and just be like, what fun. Well, she ain't getting this back. Nope. See, I'm the kind of person you don't want to piss off. Because I have a way of getting even that hurts and justifiably fuck me over in a, you know what I'm saying? Because I won't go to jail for shooting Stephanie's certificate. You see what I'm saying here, too? She's like, all pissy, like, that's mine. I'm like, yeah, see how your hard work in Job Corps paid off, Stephanie. You see how hard it paid off? Because she watches my videos. You see how hard it paid off?
Josh made several appearances on infamous YouTuber Tommy NC 2010 and his podcast Tommy Talks. For the most part, these interviews weren't that informative, except for a few funny moments.
Good evening. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another awesome episode of Tommy Talks. It's me, Tommy NC 2010. Got that King Cobra. Want to lead you in a guitar ballad before I start interviewing Mr. Cobra.
The King. All right, what's up?
So, Mr. Agatha King Cobra, are you ready for me to interview you? Are you still playing? So, you're gonna play the. I'm not trying to be rude. Are you gonna play the guitar through the whole entire interview, or is that what's?
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry. I just love playing guitar so much, and I just turn it on.
That's I understand if you like playing guitar. I was just seeing if.
Yeah, I can turn off the interview, man.
Josh's content was becoming very monotonous as he circled around the same talking points, like modifying his bike to fit an engine and popular news stories in the media. Josh had begun working on his 6th album entitled Cemetery Gates. However, this album would take much longer to produce and wasn't released for almost a year. Later in the month, Josh showed progress in moving on from Stephanie, casting his wonky eye around Casper for new love prospects. He was characteristically vague, but a new local obsession was apparent.
Well, I kind of met this girl I like. I haven't really told her I liked her, because I'm kind of nervous about it. I don't know what she could say is no. The weird thing is, too, is I think she feels the same way about me. I'm not entirely sure, though, going off of body language when she's around me and stuff, so... but right now, I have the money to be taking women out on dates, at least not till this Wednesday, so I know for a fact she's into the alternative lifestyle of dressing, kind of like I do, basically, in black and what have you. But you're wearing green right now. It's my Slytherin shirt. Get over it. Anyway. And, it's weird because I didn't, because I saw her today, and it's weird because my heart started racing really fast, and then it shot up into my throat, and then it shut back down, and I had this sense of calm around me. It was quite weird, actually. But now I'm single again, and Stephanie's out of the picture.
Josh finished July strong by compulsively talking about weed legalization and getting called a creep by a girl at his favourite bar at the time, the Sandbar.
I was at the Sandbar one time, and I noticed one of the cocktail waitresses had her ass smacked, and the guy was drunk as shit, and she could have handled it a million different ways. She's like, oh, it's a little high above the waist, isn't it? And she kind of shrugged it off, I guess, and I wanted to say something like, hey, it's not your ass to smack, leave it alone. It's not my ass to smack either, but you get what I'm saying? But I thought, nah, that would just issue a fight, and I'll just keep my mouth shut. And last quarters I went to, I had a blast. I got so drunk, in fact, that I walked outside. There was a cop sitting outside the bar. He goes, did you drive here? That's what the cop asked me. He goes, did you drive here? And I'm like, nope, I didn't drive here. He goes, all right, have a nice night. It was also the same night I got called a creeper because I was drunkenly staring at some chick. But she's sitting there playing with her boobs and acting all drunk and obnoxious. I'm just like, well, pardon me for staring, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video.
In early August, Josh's iconic floral throne made its first appearance. Yes, this was just a smelly old chair, but many of Josh's long-time fans get nostalgic about it, as it featured strongly in this much-loved era. A few days later, Josh frequented the Sandbar again, but this time had a run-in with the long veiny dick of the law.
And I went to the Sandbar last night, quarters night, had a good time as always. Saw someone there, saw a young lady there I wouldn't have mind asking out, but I don't know, the courage to ask her out escaped me, YouTube. I decided to just walk home as usual. I was stopped by a cop. He breathalyzed me. I blew a 0.19, and another cop showed up, shining his flashlight on me. The cop's asking me, do you have any knives on you or anything? And I'm like, no. He starts patting me down. Okay, you're good to go. And the cop was nice enough to not arrest me for public intoxication, because he said basically that's what I was doing, was public intoxication. Instead, he gave me a ride home, which was super cool of him, so yeah. And interesting thing about the Sandbar, though, I started drinking a little bit, and actually had a woman hitting on me. Yeah, like full-on flirting with me, She was playing pool by one of the tables, and she's like, watch out, I don't want to hit you. And she laughs, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool, And she accidentally, tapped the stick on me, the pool stick on me a little bit. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. That's what started it, and I'm like, oh, that's all good, And then we started flirting with each other, and that's as far as it goes, but you know, was not expecting that. Like, holy shit, that was kind of, it was always next Thursday, though. So if I do see this woman again, you know, maybe ask her out, and I suppose the worst she can say is no. But sometimes women I want to ask out, I feel like they're a bit out of my league. I'm just better off not trying and not worrying about it, you know. It's a confidence issue I have, but, you know.
Not too much happened over the next few weeks, except Josh once again getting stuck in a weed legalization loop. In early September, however, Josh got contacted by a fan expressing interest in filming a second documentary.
And I had a YouTuber contact me about making another documentary. Sounds good to me, but you gotta be sketchy about these kinds of things. So I'll call this person up and see if they're legit. Well, it's a little late to be doing that, but...
Well, I'm sure your real fans will be looking forward to a much more in-depth, professional documentary about you. Their feedback is welcome. They could... Alright, dude, have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.
Hail the king.
Right? Well, how about that, YouTube? Second documentary in the making. That's what's up. You know.
That same month, Josh attended a protest advocating for weed legalization in the state of Wyoming by a small group named Wyoming National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, and made a video discussing it.
So today I took a chance at protesting against the drug war, mostly marijuana prohibition. I saw the opportunity arise when I was on my way home from work, and I noticed a couple people holding up signs saying end marijuana prohibition, what have you. So hopped in my beach cruiser when I got home and rode on over to where they were protesting, picked me up a sign and started protesting. The majority of the people driving by went like this, went like that, and smiled and as they drove by. Some people just shook their head and kept driving. Some people were a bit ruder than that. One person drove by in her car and shouted, "Fuck you," out her window as she drove by. Older man basically looked at us, glared at us, and gave us the thumbs down sign and kept driving, you know. But for the most part, what I noticed was that the majority of people seemed to support it, so that's awesome.
Josh would end up giving online dating a go around this time, and his method of waiting patiently and letting girls come to him wasn't working quite as well as he hoped.
So I joined a couple of dating websites as I am single now, and I found a couple that are actually, you know, for the most part free. I've actually had women flirting with me on these websites. Not shitting you. So, alright. Watch out! Yeah, these are some ripping ass arms, huh? Holy shit. I joined a couple of dating websites, and some of these women are actually pretty attractive. It shocked the hell out of me because I thought I wasn't going to get anywhere with it, but I have at least 16 messages in my Gmail right now from various women, and some of them I'd like to respond to, but I can't, because unfortunately you need a credit card for that shit. You know, so much for quote-unquote free online dating, right? Needless to say, though, once I get a credit card available to me, that's something I could definitely look into if I can afford it. But yeah, you know, just as surprised as you are, YouTube, here, I'm thinking, you know, that I'm not the most, you know, socially accepted by women, yet, judging by some of the messages I've received, that doesn't appear to be the case. So, nice little confidence booster, yeah. I mean, I have a debit card, but that's for my SSI, so I can't use my SSI for something like that. That would be considered personal, because you need a receipt to show that your money's going to the right place, right? And these dating websites don't have that, so, you know. And some of you might judge me for being on SSI. I really don't give a shit. Some people have made comments like, I need to get on SSI and get my low-income job, and da-da-da-da-da, and comments like on YouTube. And, no, at least I'm not some piece of shit who uses his SSI on drugs and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, my SSI has been strictly for rent, internet, and other bills that I have, you know, if I can't afford to pay it with the small check that I get, you know what I'm saying? And there's been a couple times that that's happened. So.
Of course, these dating websites were a scam, featuring fake profiles designed to drain horny idiots of their hard-earned money. Fortunately for him, Josh did not have any of this. Sadly, in early October, the Saunders family dog Chance passed away. Josh made an emotional video talking about him.
So, yesterday was alright up until I got that phone call from my mom that, yeah, they put my dog down. So, I went there and, I was there till the end, and, yeah, my dog Chance got put to sleep yesterday, and, I ended up getting some wild turkey honey whiskey to, you know, drink to Chance's name, my dog Chance, you know, and right after they put him to sleep, they took his, collar off, and I got to keep it. So, how exactly, I mean, pretty much last night I put that collar on my neck and then proceeded to drink almost an entire bottle of wild turkey whiskey. So, it's like, why my dog, huh? Why not kill Justin Bieber or One Direction, huh? Oh, that's right, because God doesn't exist. Any of you who have ever gone through something like this know exactly how I'm feeling right now, you know.
In preparation for Halloween, Josh splurged on an $80 black and green cloak from the website Luciferian Apotheca. This was quite the spend, as Josh's hours at Wendy's had been heavily reduced due to his tardiness. In late October, Josh posted on Facebook saying that he had accepted that he would be alone for the rest of his life, that he was lonely, and having a girlfriend was a want, not a need. For Halloween, Josh caused havoc on the streets and at the Sandbar. He finished off his night with a stroll through the cemetery. He apparently filmed a video on Halloween, but decided to delete it as he was self-conscious about his hair loss. Josh attempted to remedy his hair loss by using a revolutionary new baldness treatment, onions.
I also have trichoteria, believe it or not. My hair is long enough, or if I comb it out, it covers up the affected areas. On the particular Halloween video I made, I didn't quite comb over my hair all the way. I was making a video, and yeah. And that's one of those things where it's like, do not pick, resist the urge to pick. And, you know, it becomes a challenge because, you know, I got this urge to pull the hairs out of my scalp, and I have this long, sexy, gorgeous hair, and it seems kind of counterproductive, doesn't it, you two?
In late November, Josh's check from working part-time at Wendy's was only $285 and did not cover his rent of around $500.
My check, as it turns out, was like $285 and some odd cents. So, but I was able to take care of my rent and everything, so that's not going to be a problem. I now owe $150. I pay $150 for with my next check. I'll have rent covered for the next month, so that's what's up. I'll have rent covered for December, so.
Towards the end of the month, Josh did his very first live stream on YouTube using Google Hangouts. He spoke about topics such as weed and guns, making for a very uneventful first live stream.
Sweet, we are live with KingCobraJFS on the hangout here. Don't know how many people actually show up, but we'll see and just chill for a second. So I was quite stoned the other day, and I had a theory. I was reading the National Geographic magazine. It was about our crazy solar system that we live in right now. And it said that the solar system that the Earth resides in was created about 4.5 billion years ago. Now, I'm looking at this like numbers 4 and 5, 4.5 billion. I just got done making my 5th album. It's live for another year. Before that, I had just made my 4th album, 4 and 5. You see what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of a trip for me for a second. Like, oh, okay, check that out.
And then we look at Albert Einstein's theory on energy. His theory is you cannot destroy it and you cannot make it. So where does it go when you die? Well, I'm thinking of the bigger picture here. Billions of years from now, when I'm long and gone, and the billions of years from now, when the Earth just explodes, all those years of energy of this simple planet, from the dinosaurs to the last human on Earth, you know what I'm saying? All the energy, where's it all going to go when the Earth explodes? My theory is that is the Big Bang theory, and all this is going to happen again. All that has happened will happen again. All that has happened has already happened, will happen again. All that will happen will have already happened. And what's going to happen in the future, nobody knows. That's what makes life interesting, yes. But my theory is that the Big Bang theory is the Earth coming back full circle of all the energy. That's something to think about, isn't it?
To end the year, Josh's bike engine broke. He spent considerable time and effort trying to fix it, to no avail.
Anyway, it was this guy at the barn, and he saw a pentagram around my necklace, and he's like, "Do you worship Satan?" And I said, "No, but I have a beer with him." And the guy looked at me and said, "Well, we're having a beer with him right now." I'm like, "Oh, is Satan in human form? That's cute, whatever." You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy thought he was Satan. I'm like, "Whatever helps you sleep better at night, buddy." So check this out. I got the beach cruiser working, sort of. Like, I was able to make it at least pedal like a normal bike, at least until I get the engine fixed. So that's what's up. It's better than no transportation. Thing about these kits, though, these kits you order online, I seem not to be the only one who has these problems with when they order these kits. There's always something going wrong, and they gotta fix it and fuck with it until they can get it to where it works like it's supposed to. It had worked September 6, 2014. I drove it all over town. That was fun. People were like, "I want one." So, like, yeah.
Before Christmas, Josh drunk texted Stephanie and declined to be in an open relationship with her because he didn't understand what that meant.
So I got a little drunk last night. And, yeah. And I made a call from one of my friends saying, "Hey, buddy, we'll come over and visit for a minute and catch up." I think it's Stephanie calling me. It turns out it wasn't. It was someone else. And then Stephanie sends me a text, says, "We won't be able to visit, rides here. We were at the bar last night." And I texted back, "Sounds good to me." That's how drunk I was last night. That might have come off as a little harsh, but it's just, of course, couldn't tell. I couldn't barely read the text. I was just like, "I won't be able to come over and visit, rides here." I thought the text said, "Be coming over soon, rides here," or something like that. But when they didn't show up, I was like, "Oh, so you don't want to visit me? I see how it is. Whatever. I'm not going to have issues with it." But then I look at my phone, and Stephanie's text is, out of sheer desperation, she sends me a text, and I say, "It's Stephanie. What are you thinking?" "I was thinking, if you want to be in an open relationship, if you don't, I understand." "No, I don't." "Oh, all right then. Won't be able to visit, ride is here." Sounds good to me. Between that text and then the text after that, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame Stephanie for not wanting to be in an open relationship with me, you know what I'm saying? If I was making her unhappy in the one we had for 2 years, which is quite alright by me, I'm 23, I'm fairly attractive, I play some mean guitar, I got this sexy long hair, and, oh yeah, these bulging biceps to, make you feel safe at night, ladies, that's what's up,
Josh's final video of the year was addressed to his trolls. A troll had made a comment on one of his videos, prompting Josh to end his life.
So, I don't understand why people have to be mean on YouTube. I really don't, because it would be so nice if we could coexist as an online community without resorting to immature or rash comments about people. It's just ridiculous. I had some guy tell me on a video that was several fucking months old. Told me my guitar playing sucked and I should go kill myself. Oh, believe me, I've tried many times. Just hasn't worked. You said something that was so inappropriately mean, and then when they go to respond to me on my fucking channel, guess what? They got banned, so they can't respond. Haha! The other thing they got in their inbox is my nasty little comment, telling them to go suck Satan's dick while I rape their mom. And I don't want to get that mean on YouTube, but you know what? If you're gonna fucking push my buttons, I'm gonna bite. You may not like me when the King Cobra bites, but you know what? I'm fucking tired of it. That's because they've got nothing physically better to do with their lives than talk shit on somebody who has Asperger's syndrome. Hope you feel proud of yourself, dick.
– 2015 began with a shocking development. Josh had a new girlfriend. Her name was Judy, also hailing from Casper, but unfortunately for Josh, she had 3 children. They had more than likely met through a mutual friend, Matt Champy. Yes, the same one from the sex cult Stephanie got roped into. Judy only appeared in 2 of Josh's videos, where she quickly gained attention for being childish and very lol random raw XD.
So, I hope y'all had a marvelous New Year's. I know, I did. Uncle Smee, a girlfriend. Wow! And it's great not being single. There's a couple of months of it's just like, ugh. And then, Judy calls me and asks me, I'm like, yeah, let's see what this goes, It's chemistry, man, I'm telling you, it's chemistry.
Really?
Really?
Oh my god. You're such a nutcase.
Yes, but I'm your nutcase, dear.
I'll just tie you up and hang you up. Maybe, no, I'll tie you up and then hang you upside down later.
Oh.
Put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fuck it up.
Screw a kangaroo, finger orangutan at your local zoo.
And fuck you too.
In the time and place.
Bang a bang orangutan at your local zoo. And fuck you too.
And she cusses like me too. Hey YouTube. So last video I got a couple of comments saying, put her on camera. I just wasn't looking to be on camera. I ain't gonna hog off the camera.
Whatever, you fuckers.
So.
What up, people? Fuck you.
Name the time and the place.
We're on camera.
And your point?
You're a dick.
Yeah, but I'm your dick.
What? I watched too much Invader Zim.
Oh, Invader Zim.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Gur.
Gur.
I'm Gur. Get it? I'm Gur.
Okay, you can be Gur.
I'm Gur. Gur of cupcakes.
I remember Invader Zim growing up. Oh, that's great.
I will fucking tie you up just so everybody can see.
Oh. You with a good time. Hee-haw.
You're a whore.
Yes, I am.
Mine.
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 You're mine, damn it.
You're mine.
Blow me. All hell Satan, fuckers. Oh!
Yeah, that's my crazy girlfriend for you, YouTube.
What now, bitches?
What?
Fuck you.
Yeah, she's got a bit of a mouth on her, she does.
I do not. Fuck you, you bloody bastard. Where's my fucking crumpet?
I'll have to learn how to make them.
We're on camera.
And your point?
Predictably, but understandably, Josh couldn't handle the pressure of being a surrogate father to Judy and her kids, and he broke up with her after only being with her for around a week.
If you saw my Facebook post, unfortunately me and Judy are currently split up. It sucks, but what are you gonna do, right? Don't get me wrong, Judy's really fucking awesome, but fucking A, dude. She's already got 3 kids, and yeah, I'm not ready for kids, to be honest with you. I would consider those kids my family, even though they're not blood related, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody fucks with Judy's kids, they got me to deal with, and Judy, and a bunch of other people, so. Judy's youngest, who's almost 4 months, after 2 days of knowing her, called me daddy. What the fuck, you two? Well, I'm sure my neighbors aren't going to miss the crying at 4:20 in the morning. Yeah. Now, if the situation were different, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had the money to raise kids and I actually wanted kids, Judy would be perfect for me, but, you know what I'm saying? And she needs a good man in her life who's had experience raising kids, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Judy are still, like, you know, good friends and shit. That's what's up, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm literally almost 6'4", and probably 180 to 200 pounds of pure muscle, so, yeah. I'm not exactly the kind of guy you want to piss off. And of course, she likes to flirt with other guys while she's with somebody, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that made me jealous a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah.
Undeterred by the split, Josh continued his love quest on the website hornyaffairs.com, another scam dating site he visited frequently. He later made a video complaining about these sorts of sites.
So, I went to the Sandbar last night for quarter beers, and, yeah, I got pretty drunk. But, yeah, a bar fight broke out last night at the bar, and, the fuckers were so drunk that their little fight spilt my beer a little bit. Can't say I was too happy about that. But they saw me, and they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real though. I pulled up my fucking pocket knife and I'm like, I will stab a fucker for stealing my beer. And that stopped it right there. They just pretty much, either they stopped fighting or they went to take it somewhere else. And I'm like, really, dude? Come on. You know what they say though, what happens at the Sandbar stays at the Sandbar, right?
However, a few days later, Josh considered paying for the premium access service at the reasonable price of $100 for 6 months.
So I got a dating profile set up on Horny Affairs. I got a couple women who are most definitely interested in me. The only problem is I don't have the money to upgrade to the premium access, which kind of pisses me off a little bit, but I literally have 203 plus 6 visitors on my profile right now. One in particular caught my eye, and by the name of Playhard2429. So she's 22 years old, and one thing that stuck out, you know, a lot of which about her was what I was getting into and digging, but then the thing of the end, and as shallow as this sounds, it's also very important that we are attracted to each other physically as well. See, that I can relate to, because you want a good match with somebody, you two, there's got to be chemistry that's sexual as well as intellectual, you see what I'm saying? And I fucking wish I was a premium member right now, just be chatting away, but this is a message she sends me. I want to talk with you, your picture is so sexy, and I think that you and me will click very well. I can't stop thinking about you, and I want to get to know you, maybe meet someday soon and have some fun. That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah. I got a gift card for Christmas and a debit card type deal. I tried registering it on this website so I could talk to her and stuff. And guess what happened? Card was rejected. So that ain't gonna fucking happen anytime soon. So I want to talk to Playhard2429. I'm gonna have to upgrade. So I'm a little hesitant on the online dating, for sure, but there are definitely a lot of potential females out there I would love to get to know better, for sure. In the meantime, however, I'm still currently single, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sucks, but that could change rather quickly. Time has a funny way of doing that sometimes, you two.
Josh would end up backtracking on this and instead signed up to OkCupid.com, a free online dating website. Josh seemingly found success in using OkCupid and got in contact with a sexy goth girl who lived in Casper and also loved the band Cradle of Filth. It all seemed too good to be true, which it was.
So after giving it much consideration, I am going to see what I can do to get premium access. Now you may be asking yourself, a lot of the comments are saying, what's the fucking point? They're just going to take your money. And what are the odds? You know, what if what if it's legit? You know what I'm saying? A couple things weigh on my mind when it comes to these online dating websites and being somewhat of a mildly famous YouTuber. Back in my mind, I'm thinking, what if, that sounds stupid when I say it out loud, one or two people creating 8, 9, 10 different online dating accounts just to fuck with me. I mean, if someone has that much time on their hands, it's fucking sad, man. But yes, I'm looking to try the premium access here, and we'll see where it takes me. Because I have a feeling, though, that some of these profiles aren't fake. If I got one girl that says she can't stop thinking about me and she wants to meet with me and do something someday, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. A premium access for a good 6 months is going to cost at least $100. So if I get like a debit card and put like a good $40 on it at each check and use it strictly for online dating, which would be kind of a hassle, but at the same time wouldn't be, because, you know, if I actually managed to get another girlfriend because of it, then it wouldn't be a hassle at all, would it, YouTube? No, it wouldn't. No, it bloody well wouldn't.
During this time, Josh was also catfished by a troll posing as a hot goth chick from OkCupid by the name Bleak Rainbow. Over the next couple of days, Josh tormented himself attempting to figure out if Bleak Rainbow was real or a troll.
So, before I hear any comments of, I told you so, I found out, without having to spend money, the dating websites I was on were fake. I didn't want to believe it because it hurt to think that all these potential women that were hitting on me were just some people behind the computer screen trying to get people to give the websites money and shit. I'm thinking there's no way. So I Google it, and it turns out they are. Go figure. So I checked my OkCupid.com profile, and a girl contacted me who was into Cradle of Filth and black hair dye and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's what's up, YouTube. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely looking forward to chatting with her a bit more, because her profile said she's here in town. She's local too. Like, holy shit. You found a woman who's into the same shit, almost practically the same shit you're into. And how she contacted me, she's like, I'm a little bit shy, but you have a nice shirt, by the way. I was wearing one of my sleeveless shirts from my profile pic, showing off the biceps, you know. I said, thanks. And checking her profile, 2 things stuck out. 1, she listens to Cradle of Filth. 2, she dreams about producing her own album. And I'm like, okay, this sounds way too goddamn good to be true. Something about this one, my gut's telling me to trust. It's a weird calm sensation in my stomach. That's my gut reaction telling me that this may be legit. Won't rush into things right quick, but we'll definitely see what happens. That's what's up. But when people told me that OkCupid was free online dating, and not only that, but it doesn't cost you a thing to chat back and forth. Like, that's what's up. So I'm glad I signed up for that OkCupid account. We'll see what happens. Meantime,
I'm a real live girl from Casper, Wyoming. I look like a Hot Topic model and play the electric guitar. Josh.
Hey, this is for Josh. I guess just to see me like in real person. I don't know. I love you. Hey Josh, this goes out to you again, part 2. I love you so much. I'm really happy that you got to see this video, and you know, I'll keep on making more videos about you. Can't wait to see you. I can't wait to, you know, finally be with you, and I love you. You know, you're my world, you're my everything, and nothing will ever change that. You're my sexy emo prince.
So last night, I got a phone call. And who did I get a phone call from? Well, none other than Bleak Rainbow herself. So I was in a pretty good mood last night, and you know what I'm saying? Smoking hot babe I met online. Plays guitar, listens to Cradle of Filth, smokes pot, smokes cigarettes. I'm like, dude, haha. But as it turns out, I went to go check her channel, and I found God is a Robot's comment, calling me calling my mind feeble and weak-minded. I'm like, you know, I don't appreciate people using such untrue things on YouTube, so guess what I did? Goth Girl Farts. I YouTubed it. And one of Bleak Rainbow's videos at the end is featuring what looks like a girl farting and skulls on her panties. The skulls are pretty similar to the ones on my pajama bottoms right here. And I didn't want to believe that this Bleak Rainbow woman was fake, because the idea of having somebody that connected with me that well, you know, it almost sounded too good to be true, right? Basically, yeah, that's what's going on right now. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell the enemies from your friends on YouTube because they troll you that fucking hard. You know, this close I came. Right here. I had the barrels of my double-barrel shotgun in my mouth, and I was about ready to pop the safety and pull the triggers. That would have blown a chunk of my head about that fucking big around. That would have killed me on the spot. But I didn't. I even took the shells out of my shotgun for now. You know, and I'm glad I didn't kill myself. I think I might have been a little stressed in the moment. Because I almost did YouTube, but then I remembered something. Listening to a radio interview, and the podcast featured two people, one of which was one of my idols, Danny Filth, and he's saying how rubbish it was that people are blaming music for frickin' suicide and shit, and he's like, it's the same thing with video games, you know, and all that, and I'm totally agreeing with him. And he talked about how you shouldn't kill yourself, basically, and, yeah. I'm like, if it is someone fucking with me and they're getting their sister or their cousin to call me on the phone at 1 o'clock in the morning just so they can say, make it seem legit and shit, you're gonna drag your sister and or cousin or your female friend into this just to make fun of me on YouTube. Making fun of somebody you have no idea, you don't even know, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Now, speaking of relationships and all that shit, we're dealing with with some very interesting circumstances here. Because the Bleak Rainbow on OkCupid doesn't want kids. But the one claiming to be Bleak Rainbow on YouTube says she wants kids, but she knows I don't want them, and she's okay with naming her poops. Like, the fuck? So I have a theory, YouTube, and call it a gut instinct. But I believe the Bleak Rainbows on YouTube are fake, but the one on OkCupid is the real deal. Now, Bleak Rainbow herself actually said, and I quote, she wanted to send me something on Valentine's Day. I'm like, aww, makes me feel special inside. So I gave her my address. You know, a lot of YouTubers right now going, you knucklehead, you just gave your address to a troll. Well, see what happens, YouTube. If it is a troll, okay, if it is a troll coming to kill me and shit, I think my double-barrel shotgun would beg to differ. If, however, I don't get to my shotgun in time, well then, I guess you better enjoy these videos, because I'll be, yeah.
This small catfishing saga wouldn't last too long, as Josh moved on from this mysterious girl. Josh was truly laying the pipe up and down Casper, and in later February, he landed himself a new girlfriend named Amy. They had met through Judy, but Amy also had children, and no teeth. This, however, didn't deter Josh, as he was willing to give the relationship a chance. Unfortunately, the only video Josh had made with Amy had corrupted audio. Josh seemingly broke up with Amy a day after recording this video with her. He was glad she was gone and out of his place. Josh, with characteristic sensitivity, agreed with her statements that she should end her life.
Me and Amy just broke up, and honestly, can't say I'll miss her. That led to the breakup, one of which was way too many guy friends, and I'm kind of a jealous person. Second thing is, when you're smoking with somebody, and somebody just happens to be doing
shotgun hits with their ex. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be broken up with somebody, and yeah, no, fuck that. Okay, I'm done. Done with it. Don't care anymore. Oh, and she was not happy about it either. She's like, are you really going to kick me out? I have nowhere to go. You know, and then, of course, she goes out drinking with some of her friends at her friend's house, and it's like, and she's there all fucking night. Comes back the next day drunk as shit. And it's like, you know what? You obviously, you know, and she claims she's got people looking out for her and watching her and shit. Well, I'm sure they'll take her in. She'll sit there and wah, all guys are the same, man. Don't get me wrong. The sex was awesome. I was able to hit it and quit it at least once. And she's like, oh, really? I had a bowl to smoke with you, too. And I'm like, you know what? There's more important things in life than weed, actually. Every 5 minutes, too. I'm bored. Okay, I'm sorry my apartment's not the funnest to hang out in. Okay. What the fuck do you want me to do? And then here's where it gets even more interesting, YouTube. I go to my last video, and one particular comment stood out. What does this homewrecker have that I don't have? So what if she's real? I'm much harder. And guess who commented that, YouTube? Bleak Rainbow. The whole, so what if she's real? Is that implying that you're not real, that you just admitted that you're not real, that you're just some rat? Yeah. See? She isn't pregnant. I pulled out. Alright, so just calm the fuck down. And you know what she told me too was, usually she doesn't give it out until after the first 4 months. And I got lucky. Yeah, I most definitely did. You guys are all the same. Fuck you, stupid cunt. All you girls are all the fucking same. You know? If I have to get a sex doll and be done with it, so be it. Less drama that way. Because I don't think I'm not getting a sex doll just yet. I'm gonna get my guitar fixed, get my driver's license, save up for a car. All these minor steps to bettering myself. You know, and I've had my heart broken so many times, YouTube, that for once it feels good to return the favor. As fucked up as that sounds. As fucked up as that sounds, YouTube. Oh. But it gets even worse than that. Wow, Amy. You're such a liar. I'm going to kill myself now before someone else kills me. That's what Amy just texted me after I deleted her number. See, that's the kind of drama I'm talking about. Right there. Bitch interrupts me in the middle of a fucking vocal cover. For the record, YouTube, if she does kill herself and they find her body, they might find some weed on her. Weed doesn't make you kill yourself. Okay? It doesn't. It doesn't. Why stay alive when nobody cares for me or wants me around? People want me dead, so I'm giving them what they want. You know what, Amy? Fuck you, you psychotic drama-causing cunt. It's not that I didn't want her around, it's just... Fuck, man, I know I can do better. You know what, Amy? Fine. You want to kill yourself? Do it. I'm not going to fucking stop you. Do you see give a shit written across my face right now?
The day after dumping Amy, Josh would go on to delete his hornyaffairs.com profile.
So, as it turns out, I have just finished deleting my Horny Affairs account. Seems that dating website's fake. There's no point in having an account on there, so I deleted it.
Josh's streak continued into early March, and he made a video discussing a date he'd been on. He conjured up a story that his penis was way too big for the lucky lady he'd gone out with.
So I went on a date recently, and I felt it could have gone just a little bit better, but such is life. That being as I didn't have a car, she picked me up, and I said, where would you like to go to eat? And we already picked a restaurant. And went to the restaurant, everything's cool, we're sitting down there, we ordered our food, we got our drinks, sitting there talking, you know. Yeah, we don't have that much in common, but we're still making it work, you know, at least seeing what happens, you know. And after food gets here, we're sitting there waiting, you know, and then as the food's
leaving or contemplating dessert. And as we're contemplating dessert, I managed to accidentally spill my drink in her lap. And I look at that and I'm like, that just happened. And I'm sitting there apologizing, like, I'm so sorry. And she goes, oh, no, it's fine. And then she goes to excuse herself to go to the restroom so she can dry her skirt. I'm sitting there like, And people are watching this whole thing go down on tables around us. And I'm going to turn to these people. I'm like, hey, you got a fucking staring problem or what? But I didn't say that. I just kept my mouth shut. I'm sitting there like, you got to be fucking shitting me. Well, she comes back and, you know, like, do you want to get dessert? And she goes, actually, no, I'm kind of full. I'm like, yeah, me too. So then I said, well, do you want to go back to my place for a minute and hang out? And she goes, yeah, sure, why not? I'm like, all right, sweet. So we get back to my place for a minute. And we're talking and we start kissing and fondling and all that good shit. And I'm like, all right. I'm thinking to myself, maybe this date won't turn out so bad after all. And I'm getting to the point where she's completely naked and I'm almost naked. I'm down to my freaking pants and I'm free balling on the date, so I'm not wearing any fucking underwear here. I pull down my pants and she looks down at my cock and she says, oh, hell no. I said, whoa, what? And she goes, that's way too big. That ain't going anywhere near me. Maybe for you, but shit, I'll be gentle. And she goes, no, this isn't going to work out for us. And she basically put her clothes on and left. And as she was leaving, this is what she told me. She said, if you made more money and your dick was smaller, I'd consider going out with you. Yeah. I'm sitting there, she left, pondering that for a second, going, well, you're lost then. And maybe the day would have went a little bit more smoother if I hadn't spilled the drink in her lap and shit, but whatever.
Over the next couple of days, Josh spent time making guitar videos and working on his 6th album. At the end of the month, the Cobra Den was subjected to an inspection. The landlord had discovered cigarette burns on Josh's carpet and told him he had to keep it under control, or he would be forced to smoke outside, a fate worse than death.
So I had an apartment inspection, and I passed it. But one thing that was mentioned was the cigarette burns on the carpet. Now, I'm pretty good about keeping my cigarette burns away from the carpet, but you know, I don't mind people coming over to hang out and what have you and shit. Just as long as they don't fucking drop their cigarettes on the carpet, because it needs to be replaced. And she basically told me that, you know, if you can't get your cigarette burns under control, that I'm going to be forced to smoke outside. And yeah, when it's warmer outside, not so much, I don't mind it so much, but when it's like 4 below outside in the middle of fucking winter, fuck that. So it's the simplest solution, isn't it? And I thought the inspection was like on the 19th of April. Turns out it was on the 19th of March. And yeah, I'm all getting out of the shower and I got a towel wrapped around me and, hello? And she comes knocking on my door and I'm like, yo, give me a second, put some pants on, goddamn. I mean, I had a towel and shit, but still, it's like, really? It's not how I wanted to start my day, but it's alright.
In early April, Josh fell in love with a lady working at the Casper Mall. Her name was Felicia. It's uncertain if this was actually her name or if Josh made it up because it sounded like his high school crush, Alicia. Josh purchased his iconic pot leaf ear gauges from her and proceeded to walk around the mall, piercing his own ear by shoving the earring into his earlobes.
Also, if you can't tell, I got some piercings done in my ears. And there you can see there's one right there and one right there. Pretty cool looking. You couldn't tell what they were up close, but the little pot leaf gauges. And they're fake gauges, so they don't put a huge ass hole in your ear, just a tiny little needle and the thing on the back. So yeah, I went to the mall today and picked up these awesome earrings right here, and my right ear was pierced, but my left ear was not, so I had to pierce that shit on the spot. And I got it in there okay. Now I gotta leave it in there for a minute, and then when I take it out, I got rubbing alcohol too to clean it with and stuff. So yeah, I didn't use a piercing gun to get my left ear done. I straight up just stuck that shit in myself. I gotta leave it in there for 24 fucking hours, and then get some rubbing alcohol and clean it. And that I have.
About a year later, sadly, one of the earrings broke.
So, as you can see, my right ear is no longer pierced, but my left ear still has the pot leaf gauge in it. Now, I bought a pair of pot leaf gauges from this really, you know what I'm saying, like I bought a set of pot leaf gauges from this really cute girl at the mall. And then I've had them for the longest time, and then fucking last night, the right one craps out on me. Wasn't too happy about that, but it could be worse. At least one of them isn't broken. And I'm chit-chatting with this girl who's selling them. She seemed a bit bashful around me at first, which I thought was kind of weird. I'm not used to that, but hey. Of course, mentioned very briefly that I have music for sale on iTunes to try to, you know, pique her interest a little bit. You know, and I thought to myself, you know, why don't you go and ask her out? What do you got? I go up to the mall to ask her out, and lo and behold, she no longer works there. Just my luck. And then I was talking to one of my buddies about it, and he said that he knew her personally, and I found out right quick that she was spoken for. So, yeah, the art of backing off.
Josh and Judy remained friends, and Josh even went to her apartment and performed an exorcism around this time.
Well, I got a call from my best friend Judy when I got off work to come hang out. I'm like, yeah, sure, you know. And then she tells me that she has an entity in the apartment she's staying in with her kids and everything. And it's not a very nice entity, to say the least. So she's asking me, hey, could you come help me deal with it? And I said, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I roll up onto the scene with this wand right here, this wand right here. And I asked my other friend, Shorty, I asked him, I said, so this thing, where's the activity the worst at? And he said it was in this area over here, blah, blah, blah. So he points over the area, and the energy, it came at me. Very heavy and not very nice. I'm like, ooh, what do we have here? So I started fucking with it a bit, and then I managed to corner it into the bathroom, and I said, reveal yourself. I cussed it out pretty good too, I did. And I said, reveal yourself, and it did. Long, cloaked, hooded figure with no face. Kind of a shadowy sort of demonic presence, basically. And I commanded it to leave the apartment and to leave Judy's kids alone, because it was, unfortunately, it was attacking one of the kids. Well, it left the apartment and then attached itself to the car we arrived in on the scene. And then Judy was like, could you stay the night so just to make sure it doesn't come back? And I said, yeah, sure, you know. And I didn't get much sleep last night because little baby Serenity was waking up for 5 minutes being a baby, you know. This influence I have on the world around us is, I would say, awesome. Now, I produced the 5th album, and then there's a song on the 5th album called Circle. Now, several months later after the 5th album was produced, Google Plus and all its circles was created. And that's too much of a coincidence to be, like, I'd say that and people would be like, oh, that's just Josh and his Asperger's syndrome. I'd be like, fuck, it isn't.
On May 9th, Josh finished his 6th album, Cemetery Gates. That same day, he went to the eye doctor to get new glasses and discovered he had cataracts.
Now, some of you may be wondering what happened to my glasses, as they are kind of busted. I'd walk home from the barn, I'd get drunk, I'd walk home from the barn, I'd pass out, and then my glasses would fall off somewhere, and I might have stepped on them a couple of times. Well, one day I take them off my face to wipe them on my shirt, and they just break. So that's how that happened. Yesterday, I just got done uploading 6th album. It'll be up here in a couple hours or so. I went to the eye doctors, And I got some new glasses I ordered. So I got another 16 days of wearing taped up pieces of shit before I get new ones. So I'm 24 years old, and I go to the eye doctor, only to find out that I have cataracts in my eyes that I will have to get surgery for eventually. I've also been measured for contacts, and despite having a lazy eye, I can still wear them.
In early May, Josh had yet another unpleasant experience at the Sandbar. A manager at the bar allegedly told Josh to quit the demon talk.
Now, normally I would be going to quarter beers as it is Thursday, but tonight I'm not feeling it. Now, the Sandbar bartender last night was very cool about the whole situation, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting there having a drink, and this lady comes over to me, and she introduces herself to me as the main manager of the Sandbar of sorts. And I'm like, what is this nonsense? And she goes, if you don't quit your demon talk, I refuse to serve you drinks. We have a sign, she pointed at it. I looked at her and I said, freedom of religion. And she said, if you got an opinion, keep it to yourself. And she went and sat down. I'm like, what the fuck? Is this stupid? Oh, I cracked my fucking knuckles. I could have handled it a million different ways, YouTube. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not about to pop my fist over some stupid shit. And I'm like, nah. And I'm like an hour late for karaoke, thinking there would be karaoke. And then here's the ironic kicker of it. Because she's the manager, you know, she has total say over this. I overheard a customer ask her, the lady asked her, so what happened to karaoke? But the manager answers the customer's question with the most sing-songy laugh in her voice, like, not enough people showed up, so we didn't bother doing it. I'm just like, I'm looking around the bar, and I'm like, there's a couple people here. It's not exactly completely dead, but it's not so busy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you give it a second, you just start it up, you know, your sign says karaoke. I came to sing, and I'm like, alright, fuck this, I got it. I solved the situation by being a smartass about it. I picked a couple of songs to play on the jukebox, one of which was Hell's Bells by AC/DC. And then I made a smartass comment saying, oh, it was a jukebox, and get kicked out of the Sandbar for talking demon talk, ha 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 ha. And I sat there and drank my beer and what have you. The next song that came on was Hellraiser by Ozzy Osbourne, then Rock and Roll Rebel, a couple of songs like that, basically. And then the lady went on, the manager at the Sandbar went on to say that, quote, your demon talk has scared away my customers. I'm like, I could cast a spell on her, but I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time on this foolish mortal. I don't know you two. But she told me, and then as the conversation ended, you know what she told me, you two? If you got an opinion, keep it to yourself. And then she went and sat down. I'm like, I don't hit women, you two, unless it's in self-defense. And that in itself can suck being a guy because of domestic violence is a bitch. But it works both ways, you know. Because the other day I'm running to work, and I fall on my bike. Some jerk off left a bunch of scrap wood on a fucking sidewalk. Didn't bother to fucking throw it away. I turned on my bike to avoid it. The bike spun out. I landed on the road in the middle of the fucking street. My fucking head hit the ground. My fucking tailbone hit the ground. Bike's on top of me. And I'm sitting there cussing up a fucking storm. I was beyond steaming pissed. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I get up, and then this lady drives by on her car. You okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm sitting there embarrassed about it, and then the ambulance comes up, and they were right there. They pulled her around. I'm like, you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm just more worried about the bike. And like, the bike's fine. I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck, that was irritating. That's not what happened, and yeah. So I'm riding by their fucking bike, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the point if I see it on my bike again, any scrap wheel, I'll throw it into someone's fucking yard and be like, I'm done with this shit. It's ridiculous.
After this altercation, trolls posted negative reviews on the bar's Yelp page. These fake reviews were removed from the website a few days after being made.
These right here are my old glasses. I got this new pair about 2 days ago. And they're pretty cool looking glasses, actually. The lenses themselves are scratch resistant. And these lenses mine are also transition. They turn green when it's
when I go outside and stuff. And also nice to see that the negative reviews about me on Yelp have been removed. And what exactly do those negative reviews say? Oh, the usual, you know, inappropriate nonsense making fun of me. One person commented on Yelp, they were saying something along the lines of me sucking dick at the Sandbar. Like, what? I don't suck dick. If I could suck a dick, I would suck my own. But I'm not that flexible. You know, see what I'm saying, YouTube? No, but seriously. And they're like, you have to buy him a drink first. I'm like, dude, really? You don't even fucking know me. And you're fucking, oh. You know, so I was not happy when I found that out, but I'm like, it's whatever.
Over the next couple of days, Josh described himself as an alpha, discussed the burden of being a large male, and that it was important to keep his anger in check.
Like last couple of years, one particular year, I got the news that my mom was on lockdown. My stepmom was in lockdown at the Casper College because some idiot had brought a crossbow to the Casper College and was shooting the place up with that shit. And I didn't know it was a crossbow. I just heard there was a shooting going on at the college, and my stepmom was on lockdown. And I made a video about it, you know, and I was upset by the news. I was worried for her safety, and I got a little teary-eyed. But then once I realized that, okay, my stepmom was okay, they got the shooter, you know, whatever. Alright. So I delete the video, but that's not the end of it. Someone then saves the video and re-uploads it and titles it Gothic King Cobra crying like a little bitch. That's the kind of crap I encounter on YouTube. And that's the problem with our fucked up society, is you get some rather large male like me showing any sort of emotion whatsoever. Just be damn lucky I don't find the fuckers who reposted that video. If I could find the fuckers that posted that video, be damn lucky I can't. But if I could, I'd make them cry like a little bitch. I'd film it on camera and post it on my fucking channel. I'd be like, oh, how do you like it? How do you fucking like it? You know, but two wrongs don't make a right. So I'm better off just saying, fuck it, that's part of being on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And usually when I go to the bar, I'm not trying to start drama. I'm just trying to go there, have a drink, relax, kick it, you know what I'm saying? But some people, when they go to the bar, like to start drama. And, but many a times I've witnessed a bar fight break out because some people are getting too drunk and too rambunctious, and it's like, dude! One time they bumped my table and spilt my beer, and I'm like, oh, you did not just, oh, motherfucker, you did not just spill my beer. I came about this close to getting up and whooping some ass. But I didn't. I took my knife out and began licking the blade. I took my knife out, opened the blade up, and I'm like, with the blade across my tongue. Like, I'm the kind of person that will cut my tongue on a knife, fucking spit the blood into a beer and fucking drink it and say, let's fucking do this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's times I have to physically restrain myself from getting to that point where I don't care who fucking goes down, because I get into those moments where I black out. Some people piss me off and I black out. And my fists start flying and people are getting their asses kicked, and I don't care.
He also bragged about his alleged sexual prowess.
I got an awesome comment from a YouTuber, Ted Barras Fan Club. Goddamn, the Cobra, aka Josh Saunders, is looking buff and sexy. You know, a dude whose name is after a snake obviously has a huge trouser snake. I bet at least 10 inches. Cobra, will you do a video showing your workout routine? Maybe give us a list of foods you eat to keep that sexy ass fit. Thanks, Lord Cobra. P.S. The new album is killer. I was driving to work when one of your songs, Hit It Like a Caveman, came on the radio. I live in Atlanta. Best goddamn new album of 2015. That's what's up, YouTube. And for the record, no, my cock is not 10 inches. That'd be a bit too big for me. Try 8 inches long. 8 inches long with a 2-inch width when it's fully aroused. And the only reason I know this is because when my dick had a full-on raging hard-on, I got a measuring stick. I measured that shit.
So because of that, I'm dealing with a Magnum or extra large condom when I need to use them. You see what I'm saying? Little known fact about me that when if I were to start working out again, I would bulk up super quick. And the reason being is because when my muscles grow and they get bigger, they stay like that. Okay? And they grow at a much faster rate than the average male. Again, it's good genetics.
Although Josh was only working part-time at Wendy's, he still had some good stories to tell about Wendy's, including a scintillating tale of unclogging a urinal with a cup.
So it's been an interesting week for me, you two. You haven't seen me on camera in a minute. I was sitting there at work one day. Well, really sitting there but doing my job, you know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, a customer comes in with two little kids. Being as little kids are, they're curious about the world. They ask their adult, looks like the guardian that's taking them there or whatever, "What's he doing?" Lady goes, "He's cleaning the tables. That's his job. He does that for a living. Sad, isn't it?" And of course she was talking about me and what I was doing. I'm like, really now? Now, as opinionated as I am on YouTube, I could have handled that a bunch of different ways. Instead, I chose to ignore the comments. Kind of mumbled to myself, there are worse jobs out there. Now, riding my bike home from work today, my hand smacks a goddamn sign as I'm riding my bike. What ends up happening is, as you can see, cutting my pinky. That didn't feel too good. Luckily, that was not my fronting hand. That would have really sucked. I stopped, I got up off my bike, I looked at the sign that fucking hit me, I gave it a couple hard punches, and I said, "Fucking hit me again, you little bitch, see how far I fucking get you." And then I gave it a couple more good hits, and then I was on my bike and on my way home. I didn't break my wrist doing it or nothing, it just felt good doing that. And of course today, the men's restroom was reported clogged. I get up off my trash run, and one of my managers goes, "Hey Josh, men's restroom's clogged, have fun." I'm like, "Thanks." Grabbed the plunger, unclogged the toilet, flushed it down the toilet, went in there, mopped up the water, all done according to company procedure, got my hands sanitized, everything's good to go, and I took care of it. You know, as I was sitting there mopping up the water, I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, that lady's a real smartass, isn't she? No, but the thing of it is, I don't go to her fucking place of business and talk crap about her when she's working, do I? No. And this is the thing, is I don't even know who this lady is. She just comes in with two kids to feed them and shit, and fucking talk shit about me at my fucking job. Like, really now? Yet, I didn't hear her say one word at me when I gave her a look like, really? And then kind of just walked away. I just gave her a look, I didn't say nothing, you know, and that's just the thing is, at the end of the day, she's the customer coming in to eat, so what the fuck am I going to complain about, you know what I'm saying? And the word is nothing, because she's providing us for business. You see what I'm saying, you two?
At the end of the month, we were reintroduced to Judy and her new man named Robert Decker, aka Shorty the Red Dwarf. Shorty was a mutual friend of Alex Anderson. This alcoholic-filled video featured Judy dropping many racist remarks.
What's up?
What's up, bitches?
Having a little get-together at the old Cobra pad, drinking some good liquor, having a good time, just chilling like a villain, you know. You got Judy with me, kicking it, you know.
AKA Kitty. This fucktard. I always put up with this name.
What is your YouTube username, good sir?
I am Shorty Red Dwarf.
Titties and bears, thank God I ain't queer. I got boobies.
Whoa.
There's the titties. Let's go.
Thank you, bitches. Boobies!
So, oh, she's got ankle points. Oh.
I'm pulling his hair because he's being a little bitch. Oh my God. Bitch, don't make me come over there and bitch slap your ass.
Cracker, please.
Am I that fucking dog?
Cracker, please.
Thank you.
What do you call a fucking bunch of black people running down a hill?
I don't know.
Mudslide.
That's horrible.
Oh, dear God.
What do you call a bunch of Mexicans running down the hill?
A Quattro Cinco, I don't know.
No. Grand Theft Auto.
Ha ha ho.
Yeah.
After having his shotgun for almost a year, Josh was finally able to shoot it for the first time on an outing with his friend Michael Baldwin, aka Darth Lenny B.
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra here. We're out in the middle of fucking nowhere with my shotgun. And, I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down for a second. Okay. My homie Michael Baldwin, you know him from his channel, was kind enough to take me out to his property and do a little bit of 12 gauge fun. You're about to witness history in the making, YouTube. The first 2 shots out of my side-by-side shotgun. Woo! America! Yeah! First 2 shots out of my shotgun. Thanks for watching, YouTube.
In one of Josh's darkest moments, whilst casually talking about working, he revealed that he had humanely, according to him, took the life of a baby bird.
Now, the thing of it is, though, society puts a lot of pressure on having a girlfriend, and it's bullshit. You think society doesn't put pressure on having a girlfriend? I got one name for you. Elliot Rogers. And I'm thinking to myself, well, this dude's got a lot of money, and he's got all these cars, and how the fuck is he not get a girlfriend? I mean, I don't have the kind of money he has. I realize, oh yeah, and then you see his YouTube videos, and you're like, oh yeah. Now, I've used that argument before, but the thing of it is, money doesn't always buy you class, you see what I'm saying, YouTube? Even if I had a shit ton of money, I still wouldn't change me for who I am, you see what I'm saying, YouTube? And I notice a lot of women will check me out, you know, it's nice, and then you get the occasional who will give you that look like, who the fuck is this creeper? And, you know, you can spend your entire life focusing on, you know, the negative aspect of that, or you can spend more time focusing on the women that are checking you out, you know, or at least acknowledging your existence. And that's a lot easier, you know. This is the thing, I'm just a googly-eyed, creepy fucker here, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, with this fucking wonky, lazy-ass eye. Not exactly high on the list of dateable, but women do love guitar players from what I gather, so that's gotta count for something. Oh, like the other day, there was this baby bird that had fallen out of the nest, and I picked it up, and I'm trying to find its nest. I couldn't find it. I tried feeding it, that didn't work either, and it was hopping around in a very busy parking lot. It was going to get ran over anyway, so I did the humane thing and I put it out of its misery. I took my back bike tire and squished it. I didn't want to do it, but I had to because, you know, it was going to get ran over anyway, and, you know, get it over with and, you know, all that. So I figured some dog or some crow would come by and eat it anyway. It's all part of the circle of life, as they say.
Naturally, parallels were drawn between Josh and serial killers, and his often professed love for animals was put into question. Josh's camera quality began to degrade around this time, and many of Josh's longtime fans aptly dubbed this period the Grease Saga.
Get a close-up of the brain, you know? There are some good gifts that I can use, though. Copenhagen Black, Copenhagen Wintergreen, Slow Peach, Old Cherry, Small Extra, you know what I'm saying?
Towards the end of the month, however, his viewers were treated to a video at the Sandbar. Josh was very obnoxious, but in high spirits, dancing and singing for the camera.
Don't light your cigarette backwards, bro.
Oh shit, thanks homie.
I hate that fucking taste.
Right? Quarter beers is not 50-cent beers, but yeah, I'm kicking it at the Sandbar, YouTube.
Yeah, very sad, son.
Alrighty.
Oops, sorry.
That's alright. Spilling the fourth beer on myself. What the hell?
For some unknown reason, in early September, Josh allowed his ex-girlfriend Amy and her cat and her boyfriend to stay at his place. We were also introduced to Josh's best friend, William Hackman, aka Homeboy Scotty.
You may be asking yourself what you sent a wand off. Who'd you send it to? I sent a wand off to one of my musical idols, Danny Filth. So hopefully he gets it. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, my homeboy Scotty hooked me up with a pic here because I. Alright. Why, hello, Diamond. Hey, sweetie. There are way worse things to fight a fucking war over than some fucking crude oil. Some dinosaur fossils, man. Some fucking dinosaur fossils that
Dude, no, fuck that. Make a robot that fucking gets that space weed.
Space weed.
No, did you hear about that?
Say what?
There's a planet, dude, that they believe that there's a bunch of weed on.
I want to go to this planet.
Dude, I hear you, but no, I'm serious. Like, it's space weed, dude.
Okay, so this planet made out of weed. Is this where the crop circle originated from?
No, but like I said, you're not. When you're done, we gotta look it up, dude. I'll show you.
Whatever you do, YouTube, 2016 presidential elections are coming up.
I'm voting for fucking Trump, dude. Legalize marijuana all around.
I'm down for that too, but Trump probably doesn't want pot legalized.
I can prove that wrong.
I watched an interview with him, and Trump's all like, yo, yeah, down in Colorado, they're having serious problems with marijuana. So if he's saying that shit, well, obviously it isn't true. Fucking Colorado's making hand over fucking money over foot, dude. It's ridiculous. Colorado is pimp slapping the rest of this goddamn country with how much money it's making off of weed.
A week later, Josh had a surprise inspection and got a $500 fine after his landlord Susan spotted Amy's cat living in the apartment. Josh couldn't take it any longer and accused Amy of stealing from him and kicked her out. Homeboy Scotty was there to stir up some drama.
My apartment is officially empty of
freeloaders.
Freeloaders, yeah. Was quite interesting because I wake up to my landlord basically giving me an inspection, and she's seen Amy's cat, and because of that shit, I got a $500 fine for keeping her here, and I was not happy about that.
Not at all, dude.
No, dude, I'm like, that's the last fucking straw.
Don't get me wrong, like, you know what? Like, I told you, I'll help you pay for that shit, because that's not right, dude. That's not right. And it's fucked up. All she could say is,
long story short, Amy got all her shit and she got out of here.
Thanks to my mama.
Yeah, your mom's awesome for getting her out of here.
Dude, my mom's a queen bitch, dude, and you don't fuck with my mom.
Your mom's from Compton, dude. Yeah, you don't fuck with her.
And the funny thing is, she's whiter than fucking snow, but dude, she got shit done down there.
She'd steal all my weed.
All of his fucking money.
All my cigarettes.
Dude, she'd go up to your fucking piggy bank thing and empty it out. Take all the silver so she could get a 2-liter later.
Yeah, I know.
And it's fucked up, dude. That's not hers to touch. Nothing in here is hers to touch. If she wanted something so fucking bad, she could have been like, hey, can I get this?
And she did nothing but lie, steal from me, and take advantage of me.
And the fucked up thing, man, this guy, out of the bottom of his fucking heart, man, would take a meal out of his fucking mouth to give to this fucking stupid bitch. And she'd still bitch.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Fucking look at Amy, dude. She's a bipolar bitch.
Yeah, she is.
The fucked up thing is, she'll be bitching, and right when I pull out her bowl, she'd be like, oh, and start being nice all over again.
I said, look, I don't care if you and your boyfriend are fucking. I can't stop that. But could you at least not fuck in my apartment? Because I'm not getting any. I don't have a girlfriend. And she fucking, with a quickness, would sit there when everybody's not here.
Fuck, right there.
Right there on my futon.
And another thing, I remember when I was still staying here, I was sleeping right there. I think I had something propping up my feet over here. And I heard noises, you know, and all I could say is, quit fucking, I can hear you. And with the quickness, there's no to stop. And I'm surprised he didn't wake up when I said that, because I said it just as loud, if not louder. You know?
Yeah.
Because I might be a little dude, but I have a loud fucking voice.
At the end of the month, during an update on Josh's ex-girlfriend Amy, Homeboy Scotty appeared in the background of the video, once again instigating.
Well, then you fast forward to today, and I find out that Amy's in jail. I'm like, oh, karma is swift and it is sweet. And Amy's got a bond set at over little over $1,000. But yeah, YouTube, I was just, when I found out Amy went to jail, I had the biggest shitty grin on my face. I did everything I could to try to help her out the best I could. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, pretty much it felt like Amy was taking it for granted, you know? Yeah.
In early October, whilst Josh was hard at work, Homeboy Scotty was arrested for assaulting someone in Josh's apartment after they had a fight over a missing tobacco pipe. A news article described Scotty stabbing the arms of Josh's chair with a katana and then threatened the guy he was arguing with. Scotty attempted to claim this person was satanic and he had cut himself with his sword before turning it on Scotty. To prove his innocence, Scotty even tried to show scabbed over superficial cuts as evidence of being attacked. This obviously failed, and Scott was placed on probation. The day the article was posted, Josh made a video briefly speaking about the incident.
My homeboy Scotty's in jail right now, and people are doing everything they can to get him out. And the shit that went down that night was just beyond ridiculous. It is what it is, though. But I like how I can't have people hang out at my apartment and make a video without people accusing me of having somebody live with me right now. And there is literally, as you can see, there is nobody in this apartment but me.
Shortly after the drama with Scotty, Josh appeared on a radio show called Gross Misconduct Live. The interview dealt with the same often covered talking points about Josh's internet presence, including his music, wands, religious beliefs, etc. The most interesting part of the interview was Josh speaking about Amy.
Yo, you're on Gross Misconduct. Who is this?
This is Gothic King Cobra, man. What's up?
Gothic King Cobra. We thought you stood us up, man. What's going on?
I forgot I was playing guitar, and yeah.
I got lost in your guitar.
Whatever happened to Stephanie?
Oh, we broke up, actually. You know, it wasn't the best of ways to break up. You know, looking back on it, I wish I hadn't done it, but that's why I have to make mistakes, you know. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
At the end of the month, Josh went to the pet store several times to have a parrot eat out his ear. Spoiler alert, it's fucking gross.
Oh, no, she's... Oh. She's nibbling on my ear affectionately. Does my earwax taste good? Hi there. How are you doing? Who's a pretty bird?
Around this time, Scotty and other degenerates were hanging out at Josh's place with more frequency. Allowing his apartment to be turned into a den of vagrants would have consequences.
And a shot or two of the whiskey. And it makes this bloody looking shit right here. It's quite delicious.
I call it the period aid.
I call it vampire's blood.
Period aid. If you took out one of the drugs before.
Hanging out with some homies playing some Skyrim on the PS3. Clean your camera lens! Clean your camera lens! Clean your camera lens! You even replied and said it was smoke buildup. Okay, I didn't say it was smoke buildup, I said it might have been smoke buildup. I'm getting real fucking tired of people's negative comments telling me to clean my fucking camera lens. I don't know what the fuck cleaning my goddamn camera lens is gonna do, but okay. Wiping the camera lens off. Didn't make much of a difference, did it? Not really. And yes, people have offered to buy me several new cameras on the internet, but the thing of it is, you gotta be careful of people on the internet. You really do, okay? I do. I have neighbors that party way harder and more than I do, and yet I'm the one getting bitched out about it. Yeah, I'm the one that gets complained on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit really irritates the fuck out of me. I don't like rats, YouTube. I don't like fucking rats. And I swear to you, if my landlord kicks me out of my apartment, that's gonna be the last time you're ever seeing KingCobraJFS, that's for damn sure. Because if my landlord kicks me out of my apartment, I'm blowing my brains out all over this apartment. I think I'm joking, but I'm not. I've been getting complained on a lot. And I haven't done shit to deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck how loud my neighbors get. I don't give a fuck what they do. What's their fucking life. I have never have I once called to complain about my neighbors. Not once, YouTube. Not once in the 3 fucking years I've lived in this apartment. Not once.
However, Josh's landlord was receiving complaints from neighbors, and she even threatened to call the police if he was caught smoking weed in his apartment again.
Well, I had a talk with my landlord the other day, and she's like, well, here's the deal. You can't smoke pot in here because it's illegal. I reckon if it wasn't illegal, she wouldn't have a problem with doing it in here. She goes, if I smell pot in here, in my apartment, my landlord says if she comes in and she smells pot, she'll call the cops on me and have me arrested. I don't want that. So I'll make sure my apartment doesn't smell like pot. Second thing she said, she goes, I'm going to continue to allow you to smoke tobacco in your apartment. However, you got to keep your ashtrays empty, pretty much, and, you know, keep the ashes off the carpet. I'm like, alright. She also talked to me about the partying and letting bums crash out at my place, basically. And you know, I've since stopped doing that. Not all of them are, I wouldn't necessarily say they were all bums, but the majority of them were just, those people were just taking advantage of me.
At the end of November, Josh went to the Sandbar for what would be the very last time. Of course, he got into a verbal altercation with a female patron.
I went to the Sandbar last night for 50-cent beer night, and I got plenty drunk. There's no denying that. This one lady, apparently she no longer works at the Sandbar. She might have gotten fired, she might have quit, I don't know. But I'm sitting there having a beer, and lo and behold, this lady approaches the counter, and she orders a liquid marijuana shot. And I chuckled because the drink has the word marijuana in it. And when I chuckled about it, she looked at me and she said, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here. And I could have went ham on this bitch, but instead, I cackled about it. And then went right back drinking my beer. And I think that was the best method because right out of the corner of my ear, I hear somebody say, man, she's rude. I know I could have easily kicked her ass, but that's not the point because you don't hit women. See what I'm saying?
The Sandbar unfortunately closed down in December. The owner, Nancy Goddard, was interviewed by local news K2 Radio. The owner partially blamed the indoor smoking ban that was introduced the month prior.
Yeah, it is. We already, we were making ends meet. We were getting by. The economy's pretty tough right now. We're all down. But I knew if we lost the election and we went non-smoking, then on top of the economy, that would be the straw that broke this camel's back, and it did. And it did. I went down $27,000 in 1 month from the month before. It's done. I mean, I'm not throwing good money after bad. I've got another bar up the street, Frosty's, and it took a pretty good hit. Not like this, not at all like this. And it's actually kind of turning around a little bit, but it sounds, the only way I can put this is I'm sacrificing this one to save the other one.
After the Sandbar closed down, Josh began frequenting the CY bar as well as Frosty's Bar and Grill, which was conveniently only a few minutes away from his apartment. Although the closure was sad news for Josh, he would end the month on a high note. Josh claimed a girl he knew sucked his penis as repaying him for allowing her and her husband to live at his apartment for a short while. It's uncertain who this person was, but I'm sure she was a hot goth. Nah, just kidding.
Anybody else get their dick sucked tonight? I don't know. I won't go into detail about who or what, but it was a girl, and, I had her on my bed, and she was in her panties, and she was completely topless, boobs exposed and everything, and she gets on top of me and starts fucking grinding on me. I'm just like, oh, ha. And how long it had been since I had attention from a female like that, mind you. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, don't come. And then she starts sucking my dick. Well, that didn't last long. God damn it. It was a married couple involved, and the husband was totally cool with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, yo, man, I just want to repay you for, like, letting us crash here even though you weren't supposed to. Like, back in the day before I had that meeting with my landlord, way back in the day. It's no worries. And he's like, you want to get some pussy or what? And I'm like, well, yeah, some pussy does sound kind of good. But then, freaking, yeah, after I got my dick sucked, man, I was just like, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, blowjob was nice, but don't get me wrong, but, like, I didn't have a condom. Well, I do have a condom somewhere, but I don't know what the fuck I did with it. I wasn't about to have sex with that girl without a condom on, so, yeah. I'm like, you know what? No condom, then no dice. You know what I'm saying? But, like, freaking, she said she was clean and stuff, but she said she got tested and all that, but still, yeah, this girl was quite good at giving head. Like, it didn't take much, And, yeah. So...
At the end of the month, Josh said that he was talking to a goth girl who worked as a bartender in Casper. This seems real. Scotty was featured in Josh's YouTube content even after mutilating his armchair and invited Josh to a party.
I play my cards right, YouTube. I might have myself a girlfriend here real soon. She wants to meet me and stuff, so I definitely want to meet her, no doubt about that. But, we shall see what happens. But, yeah, I got this really, oh my god, smoking hot girl talking to me on Facebook. Her name is Jess, and she's a bartender. Ooh. So I'm definitely looking forward to meeting her. Apparently she found my profile and she found me attractive, and she hit me up on Facebook, and we've been chit-chatting back and forth, and eventually we'll get to meet each other. She lives here in town, so that's a plus. One of my friends stopped by, and she was chit-chatting with me for a bit, and she tells me that there's this really cute girl on Facebook who likes me and wants to meet me. And I'm like, say what now? Also, my homeboy Scotty Bean, he got invited to a party, so I'll be going to a party tomorrow. But you gotta be careful with people on Facebook, because, shitty to say, but I've had people people who hate me, people who despise my YouTube channel. They create fake Facebook profiles to pretend to be girls to talk to me and shit. And oh, it's disgusting. It really is.
It's unclear if Josh did go to the party, but he spoke about the bartender Jess again, and the possibility of her visiting his apartment. He also hinted that she could play the guitar, was a fan of Cradle of Filth, and even had Asperger's syndrome. Josh's dream girl, it sounds. This sounded too good to be true, but Scotty reassured Josh that she was real, so she must be.
Now, the girl I'm set to have a date with here soon, she might show up here later today, so that's what's up. Yeah, and if not today, then Friday for sure, definitely. And then lo and behold, I find, my homeboy Scotty's trying to set me up with this girl here, and yeah, like I said, she plays guitar, she listens to Cradle of Filth, she smokes a pipe like I do, and she has Asperger's. I mean, what are the fucking odds? I'm not going to question those odds. If anything, I like those odds.
Josh's video quality was terrible during this period. So terrible, in fact, that a generous fan sent a webcam to the Wendy's Josh worked at for him to use. He was understandably a little rattled at the fan's forwardness, but thankfully decided to use it.
Now, I would have gone to work today, and as I got to work, I checked the schedule, and sure as shit,
today was actually my day off, so I ended up wasting 2 bus tokens. But as I had stopped up at work, they said you have a package. I'm like, a package? But then it also had some money in it, a little bit of food, a couple of packs of Bar Midnights, and it also contained a brand new camera. And it also had a couple of condoms in it. Like, what the fuck? And there's a reason why I don't give up my personal address online, because I'm not that stupid. And here's the new camera. And people are saying things like, well, we can't see you out of your camera, blah, 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 blah. You know, with the internet, you have to be extremely careful with who you give your address to.
This greatly improved Josh's content. Around this time, Josh also began using video software to record his videos called Photo Booth.
Finally got the camera situation figured out. For whatever reason, when I use Photo Booth, it flips like my apartment around. And the only reason I've had to switch to Photo Booth now is because YouTube is no longer allowing me to upload videos directly from my camera. And that's usually how I do it too. I just open up the YouTube and then
Shortly after upgrading his webcam, Josh uploaded several videos of him expressing his excitement about his upcoming date with the lady Scotty was arranging. Suspiciously, the girl's name had changed from Jess to Bailey. Josh pulled an all-nighter the day before a party was supposed to be meeting Bailey at, but sadly, the party didn't happen. Despite his feelings of frustration and rejection, Josh went on to aggressively defend Scotty against the troll comments, calling him a liar, and he still held out hope that he would one day meet the elusive Bailey.
So a lot of people are asking questions as to why I'm deleting some of my videos. Biggest answer is, one, it's my channel, I'll do whatever the fuck I want with it. But more importantly, I'll go back and I'll watch some of these videos that I make, and I don't like the way they turned out, so I delete them. With my videos though, I need to keep so much of my personal life off camera, you know what I'm saying? Admittedly, the last couple of days haven't been the greatest, but, you know, I'm hanging in there the best I can. Yeah, I got all excited about having a date, and due to some unseen circumstances, it didn't happen. Initially, my homeboy Scotty gets invited to a party, and the host of the party said, yeah, bring somebody. And that party gets canceled a couple times, and then the night they do have it, my homeboy Scotty decides he doesn't want to go because he's not feeling the greatest. So because he didn't go to that one party, I didn't get to go. The whole reason I wanted to go to that party in the first place was to meet Bailey, and then on the Friday that me and Bailey were scheduled to have a date, she decides that she's going to host a party. And right before the party, her dog, Spud, gets off the chain and is killed by a drunk driver. The person in question that did it isn't going to face charges for it, because as soon as the cops went to the person's house, the person told the cops that he had been home all goddamn day. And then the cops asked him, so what about the blood on your tires? He blamed that on somebody else, and he said it was an accident. And as a result, he will be facing criminal charges. Great. And then right after, you know, Bailey's dog gets run over, she decides to change her cell number because she wasn't liking getting harassed by telemarketers. When she did do that, she lost my homeboy Scotty's number as well, so even if I had gotten her cell number, you know what I'm saying? Needless to say, if I had been there, I would have taken the drunk driver and shoved them through the windshield of their car head first. But now some of you might say that that's a foolish idea, because you could sit there and say things like, oh, if she really wanted to contact you, she would have done it by now. And her losing her cell phone number just sounds convenient, and blah, 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 blah. Well, you say what you want to say, and I'll do what I think is best. Some people even made accusations that my homeboy Scotty's nailing Bailey, and that's not true. Because one, Scotty already has a girlfriend. See what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying that Scotty's trying to catfish me. Also, that's not true, because Scotty's the one trying to set me up with this girl named Bailey. autistic in her 20s, and she plays the guitar. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Much like his love life, Josh's job wasn't going well either. He was admonished by his manager for mixing up the teas at Wendy's.
when it comes to restaurants, they all have procedures on how things are supposed to be done. And it helps those procedures run smoothly if people communicate. When nobody communicates, and then somebody fucks up on their job, unintentionally fucks up, like, in other words, they didn't mean to do it, it just happened because, again, lack of communication, then that person ends up getting blamed for something they didn't do intentionally, and it's bullshit. Lo and behold, nobody told me there was sweet tea underneath the tea machine, and then the regular tea was in the walk-in. And so because of that, I ended up putting sweet tea in the regular tea urn, and unsweetened tea into the sweet tea urn. And believe me, I don't want to send customers into a diabetic shock. I sure as hell don't want to lose my job. And I sure as hell, okay, don't like mixing up the teas, okay? Both my managers sat there chewing my ass about it. And I didn't do it intentionally. Most likely, I'm the underdog in every situation because every time something goes wrong in that store, I automatically get blamed for it half the time. But right after my managers got done chewing my ass for messing up on the tea urns, they said, and I quote, "If you mess up on the tea urns one more time, you're fired." And I'm pretty sure if they fired me, I wouldn't have a hard time getting a job. I'm pretty sure I could get a job.
The next day, Josh spoke about his hair loss and his insecurities about his balding. Josh placed the blame on his trichotillomania mania, a hair-pulling disorder.
One of the conditions that my landlord said, as far as letting me continue to smoke in my apartment, is keeping my ashtrays empty and stuff, so, yeah. One of the reasons why I wear the bandana is because I have trichotillomania. It's a picking compulsion where the person who has trichotillomania, they pick out their hair, basically. No. Yeah, that's... you can see where I picked it out and shit. It's, yeah. Like right there, especially you can see where I pulled it out. Right, yeah, right in that. Just seeing this on camera, I'm like, dude, what am I doing to my hair? Like, yikes, man. Yeah, that, so I got this gorgeous long fucking hair, so it doesn't make any goddamn sense to pick it out, does it? No, not really. Some people would probably suggest that I shave my head, and I'm like, fuck that. Do you know how fucking long it took to grow all this? A couple years, dude. One, it'll grow back, it's just hair. And two, I've seen some goths with half their fucking head shaved, so, yeah, you know. That's one way of looking at it, I guess.
Word eventually got back to Scotty that Josh's audiences, trolls and fans alike, thought he was a liar and that these phantom women he promised to set Josh up with didn't even exist. Scotty appeared on camera and attempted to set the record straight, but this just made him more unlikable.
What is up, YouTube? I poured some of that beer into my coffee cup. Now, a lot of you have been saying that my homeboy Scotty is catfishing me, and yet here's my homeboy Scotty to kind of set the record straight.
Dude, does it look like I have a fishing pole in my hand? Does it? I don't even know what catfishing means, but no, I'm being for real when I say I got him a girl, and I fucking tried, dude. So you guys, you know, feeding my homeboy a bunch of smoke that ain't even there, it's kind of fucked, dude. You know, like, I'm seriously being truthful. I got him a girl, and some shit has been going down, like some fucked up shit. But hey, life is fucked up, dude. So, you know, get over it. He's my friend. Why would I false hope him like that? Like, on the road,
Oh,
dude.
that's tasty.
Like, for real. Come on now. Like, you know, like, her fucking dog died and shit.
And on top of that, the guy had a fucking alibi. The drunk driver that killed Bailey's dog had a fucking alibi. Yeah, I was pissed when I found that out, dude. Like, I felt so bad. I would offer to get Bailey another dog.
Fuck, dude, I fucking had to help her bury that motherfucker, and I cried. I fucking cried, dude. I don't, like, I'm not the type to cry, but over an animal, yeah, I'm gonna fucking cry.
New Year's, yeah.
Yeah, on the first and next year, dude, Well, the first month of
New Year's, yep.
Yeah, whatever.
January 1st.
Yeah, fucking, she's throwing a party and he's supposed to come if he's in town still. And
Yeah.
if not, she's still gonna swing by and chill with him. So.
Ironic thing of it though is Bailey actually owns a Colt King Cobra. It was her grandfather's, and it's got like she got a custom black and green handle for it.
She's honestly thinking about selling it because she doesn't want guns.
Well, how much does she want for it?
I have no idea. I
Is
have
it-
to talk to her. But like, she's gonna send me her number, and when she does, dude, I'm gonna send it right to you.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. You heard that, YouTube? Once Scotty gets Bailey's new number, he's gonna send it to me and shit, so that's what's up.
As we all could have predicted, Bailey's New Year's party never happened, and Josh ended his 2015 on a sad and sexually frustrated note.
Well, Sean, no, I can't get you a girlfriend, but I've heard. You've heard. Your homeboy's setting you up. Oh yes, my homeboy Scotty is trying to set me up with a girl. Yeah, she happens to be goth and she has Asperger's and she plays the guitar. I've been wanting to meet her for a couple of weeks now, but every time we go to make plans, something happens. So goddamn convenient, I know, right? Well, if I had the money, you and me can go down to Colorado, we'd definitely get 4 pounds of weed. Oh, that'd be so sweet. So, Sean, yes, the presidential elections are coming up. Who are you voting for? I'm voting for Bernie Sanders for president. Nice. And Bernie Sanders wants to legalize pot, raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. The first 4 years of your education in college are free. And he wants equal pay for both sexes. Damn! Well, what about you, Josh? Me? Yeah. What do you want for Christmas? Well, what do I want? I want pot to be legal in Wyoming. That's what I want for Christmas.
To refresh his content for New Year's, Josh started uploading some of his GTA 5 gameplay as well as his regular vlog style videos. Sadly, these were of poor quality. Josh had placed the camera upside down and his box TV was barely in frame.
Shotgun Coffin. That's not my online character, but it's a deathmatch I created on GTA 5 Online. Hells to the yeah, Shotgun Coffin. You really can't see the screen from this far with that tiny ass camera, but
He did, however, make a very unintentionally funny tutorial video on how to add cheats in GTA San Andreas.
Good evening, YouTube. So, if you have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for the PS3, then chances are you've played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the PS2 and will likely remember the cheat codes. Now, if you play the PS3 version, all your cheats will work, except, here's the thing. Say you want the weapons package number 2, which is normally R1, R2, L2 buttons in your cheat codes get reversed on each other, basically. And it's important, if you're playing a violent video game, that the violence stays in the video game. Yeah.
A few days later, Josh made a short video contemplating if he was now asexual after being single for a few months since his relationship with Amy.
I don't know, YouTube. I think I might be asexual. Watch out. And the reason I say this is because, one, growing up, women never showed that much interest in me, so I'm constantly getting rejected. I get to a period of being single for so long that I physically stop caring. You know, it's probably easier if I try to convince myself that I'm asexual and shit. For all I know, I could be a combination of demisexual and asexual. Which is possible, you know.
Also in early January, Scotty became a regular feature in Josh's content as they hung out more. The two rambled about smoking, and Scotty offered reassurance that he was a true and honest friend.
And motherfuckers talking shit about my burns. They're not from dope. I don't fucking do meth. You stupid fucks. If I was doing meth, I'd be in prison. Well, not prison, but I'd be in jail. You know why, you son of a bitches? Because of fucking, I don't know if you ever heard of it, but probation, revocation. But yeah, dude, like, honestly, like, I'm not gonna set my friend up for failure.
No.
You know? Like,
and I have no reason not to believe.
Yeah, dude, like, look at it. When fucking Amy was stealing your shit, who was there to tell you?
And I caught Amy red-handed, too.
And motherfuckers saying, keep an eye on Scott. Dude, I was staying here with him. For real, like, if I wanted
to, you know?
Well, I was. That's why I said I was.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to take something, that would have been golden moment number 1, dude.
Right.
Like, I won't take from my friend. I've told him because this motherfucker Lewis was stealing his shit, dude. And I'm still trying to, help you out recover your shit. But it's kind of hard when something goes stolen and sold on the streets. You're not always 100% guaranteed you're gonna get that shit back.
Oh yeah, we got the person who has my glass pipe. It's just a matter of getting the money to pay him back.
Yeah, that's the only problem with that. But I don't know if he stole anything else, like some games or something. I don't fucking know, dude. That's why I was telling you what you need to do, dude, is get your serial numbers off of everything important, like your shotgun, your fucking guitars, your amp, your fucking computer. Write that shit down. Save it in your phone.
Towards the end of the month, trolls spun up some rumors about Josh, that he was Jewish and owned a pet goat. The goat rumor started after Josh said the classic line, "The trolls are trying to get my goat," about their endless provocations.
I've got a lot of comments on my channel of people asking me if I'm Jewish, and I keep telling people that I'm not Jewish. I don't know how many times I've had to say it, how many times I've had to say that, this is a bandana, not a yarmulke. And, if you're Jewish, I really don't care. It's your life. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying? But how many times do I have to say it? You know what I'm saying? So then I continue to delete comments of people calling me Jewish and shit. And it gets to the point where people start creating a YouTube account that says KingCobraJFS is a closet Jew. Yep. And when somebody fucking created a YouTube user account by that name, I blocked them from my channel and deleted their comment. When people are trying this hard to mess with me, I must be doing something right on YouTube. I have to wonder sometimes if people are stupid or if they're trolling. I would tell them to grow the fuck up, but I don't think these idiots on YouTube are capable of that. I had to create a Twitter account because somebody stole my online ID and is pretending to be me on YouTube. When I say I don't have a pet goat, do you see any pets in my apartment? No, you don't. Okay? In fact, I'll even do an apartment tour one of these days and you'll see my entire apartment. Okay, my apartment is, I'm not allowed to have pets. Okay, so I wouldn't have to create a Twitter account because I didn't want to, honestly. Because it's the same thing as fucking Facebook, so what's the point? But when somebody pretends to be you online, you kind of have to set the record straight. So, if people didn't try this fucking hard to fuck with me on the internet, then I wouldn't be worth a damn now, would I? Avav Lucifer. There we go. Awesome.
Josh ended the month of January celebrating a 2,000 YouTube subscriber milestone.
I'm gonna do a can crush for 2,000 subscribers on my channel. Or I should say 2003, last time I checked. So, yeah. Honestly, didn't think I would get this far in my YouTube hobby, but life is full of surprises like that.
To celebrate this accomplishment, Josh posted the long-awaited apartment tour video, having been pestered by fans to make it. The results speak for themselves.
So, as promised, when I hit 2,000 subscribers, I would give a tour of my apartment. Yeah. I picked those shower curtains out myself. I like the way they look like a tropical island. So, and this would be where I make my videos on the computer, all that. This is where I film all my videos, and people have been asking for me to do an apartment tour.
In early February, Josh attempted to disprove the rumor that he owned a pet goat and spoke about his trichoteria.
On my last video, before I deleted the comment, someone mentioned a comment or made a comment that made me stop and think for a second. They said it was a bit hypocritical of me to get mad at somebody for making fun of my trichoteria when I make fun of the Holocaust and shit. It's like, well, okay, that's a fair point, but the difference is I'm not directly going to people's YouTube channels, you see what I'm saying? And like the joke I had made was a fart joke nonetheless, you know. There's a Nazi and a Jew drinking in a bar, the Nazi farts on the Jew, and then the Jew's like, whatever, but then like 5-6 times later, the Jew looks over and goes, what the fuck are you doing? And the Nazi says, Holocaust. The Jew says, excuse me? And the Nazi replies, I'm gassing a Jew. Okay, yeah, I know it's a crude and disgusting fart joke, but, you know, I've had one person continue to harass me on YouTube. They've been relentless in trying to get my goat. And when I say that, I don't mean I have a fucking goat, because I don't have a goat. No pets. None. No bueno. Okay? You saw my apartment tour video by now, hopefully. One person even went to the lengths of creating a YouTube account and calling it Josh's Pet Goat because they think they're being funny. I think it's a waste of YouTube's personal space. All these motherfuckers making fun of my trichoteria. It's like, you know what? I'm checking my bald spot right here, and I can feel tiny hairs starting to grow back. But yeah, the top of my head looks pretty freaking gross. Like, I mean, you can see what trichoteria can do to somebody. Like right there, especially where it's really bad. Oh, I can get a close-up of that. Yeah, right there especially you can see is where I've picked out the hair the most. Now I can choose to focus on the fact that my hair looks kind of funky when it's not combed right. Or I can focus on the fact that I still have a shit ton of hair on my head, and that's pretty long. I don't know how much hair plugs would cost, but if I could get them, I thought about it.
The next day, Josh went to Black Sunday Tattoo to get a sweet cobra tattoo on his arm. Trolls called the shop, but the owners laughed it off.
Yeah. Just about halfway done with it. Yeah. Pretty sick looking ink. Yeah, this cobra's gonna be sick when it's done, but I'll show you the rest of it when it's done when I get home. But thanks for watching, and yeah. So I just got back from Black Sunday Tattoo Parlor. You can see my arms wrapped up. I got the tattoo done right here. Okay, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I don't have any pets. Hold on a second. Yellow?
Hey Josh, are you busy?
At the moment, kind of. Why?
I just wondered if you wanted to hang out.
Oh, I can't right now, man. Sorry.
Alright, no problem.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, though. Alright, bye-bye. Okay, some stupid motherfucker calls the Black Sunday Tattoo Parlor pretending to be one of my neighbors, and they're like, your pet goat escaped just running around. Really? You motherfucker, you're gonna sit there and waste their fucking time. That's time they could be helping customers out with appointments. Get jumped, you fucking cocksucker. No, the juvenile immaturity of it is just beyond fucking me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, what the really? And the second time they called, I said, if you call me one more time, I'm calling the cops on you. And they were stupid enough to call me again. Or they somehow, and this is what I get for letting people know where I was getting my work done. If I just said, hey, I'm going to a tattoo parlor to get my work done, and then waited till I got home to tell you where I got it done, chances are they wouldn't have called. But apparently they were just pussy enough to fucking get a hold of Black Sunday Tattoo Parlor's number and fucking harass me. Was it painful? Yeah, it was painful. Did I cry like a little bitch? Fuck no. I took that tattoo pain like a man, god damn it. I'm not even going to acknowledge that comment. Remove. Why is your goat's bedroom so small? How many fucking times do I have to say I don't have any fucking pets?
Tired of hashtag single life, Josh gave OkCupid another go, but was very unsuccessful. To further Josh's paranoia, Charles began creating fake Bailey accounts. Scotty attempted to debunk these by saying that Bailey doesn't do social media. Yeah, okay.
I know it's pretty fucking obvious that the person pretending to be Bailey on YouTube isn't the real Bailey. I'm not that stupid, considering Scotty told me that Bailey doesn't do social media, and the picture of her doesn't even look anything like Bailey. Now, some people would sit there and say they still don't think she's real at all, period. But this definitely takes it to a whole new low. And I'm like, well, that seems kind of shitty. People are going to make fun of me for being single, but that's just our society, isn't it? They make you feel like shit if you don't have a girlfriend. Especially when it's being this time of the fucking year. If I could shoot the motherfucker who invented Valentine's Day, I would. But they're long dead now, so I can't.
On the same day Josh was banned from Facebook for posting nudity, sadly for Josh, Scotty would end up telling Josh that he didn't know Bailey's address after all.
And I post a video on my Facebook page of Kate Owens and her, bouncing boobs. And at the very end of the video, she takes her shirt off. But guess what? It's censored. There's black circles covering the nipples. And yet Facebook decides to say, oh, you posted content that we don't allow on our website, so we're temporarily blocking you from posting for 24 hours. And here's the thing of it. You know how many times I've come across nudity on Facebook? Several times. And 98% of it wasn't even censored. What the fuck? Now, some people asked me if I could get the address of Bailey from Scotty, and unfortunately he doesn't have her address. He just knows the general area where she lives. And you can sit there and say, oh, that's convenient, but hear me out, okay? We've all been there. I can't remember addresses to save my life either. I generally go off of visual memory. Hello? Yes, this is Josh.
This is Emily calling from United States Federal Government Grants Department. How are you today?
I'm good.
Well, today the reason of my call is to inform you that your name and number has been chosen by the U.S. government to receive a loyalty grant of $9,700, which you never have to pay back and you never have to pay any taxes, okay?
Okay.
Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Could you repeat that? Sorry. They hung up. Wow. I didn't, even though that phone call said some things, I didn't file for bankruptcy. I should be getting my tax returns in March.
In another effort to diversify his content, Josh attempted a food challenge, eating a whole bag of Doritos, followed by a Monster Energy chug. The video morphed from a challenge into a rant about witchcraft and politics. Josh also failed the challenge.
So, I thought about what can I do for a challenge video on YouTube. I've noticed that they're quite popular. I want to eat an entire bag of regular sized Doritos without taking a drink. Well, chug that with a Monster. So this is the Doritos and Monster challenge, and the rules are pretty straightforward. You cannot touch your Monster energy drink until you've eaten the entire giant bag of Doritos. And when you do drink your monster, you gotta chug it in one go. Here it goes, nothing, you two. Fuck. Fuck. Chugging that was not as easy as I thought it was. Shit. Well, fuck. Well, I want to try to chug the rest of this to see if I can redeem the challenge a little bit. Nope. Shit. Well, YouTube, I'd like to apologize for bombing on this challenge.
After battling with Photo Booth, Josh managed to flip his videos horizontally.
What is up, YouTube? So I spent an exhausting couple of hours here, but when I hold the bag up before aces, it looks backwards, yes, but hopefully when you see it on the camera, it's not backwards. I know a lot of people on YouTube were saying things like, he's probably too stupid to figure out how to fix the backwards video issue on his computer with his videos on YouTube. Well, look at that, I fixed it.
At the end of the month, Josh had his ass chewed out again for mixing up the teas.
What's up, YouTube? So I'm currently heading to the convenience store to get some caffeine. I had an incident happen to me at work the last 2 days. I mixed up the teas again, and I don't do that shit intentionally. Let's get that out of the way right now. But it doesn't matter if you do that shit intentionally or not. My manager was pretty pissed at me for doing it. So, long story short, she scheduled me to work one day next week. And once I figure out what day that is, on my days off, I'll be going around town dressed really sharp and filling out job applications. Because you can't expect me to make a living off of one day of work per week, you know what I'm saying? I've been working at Wendy's for 3 years, and I've put up with a lot of crap, but I never let it once get to me or affect my outlook on my job, you know what I'm saying? I never once let it affect my customer relationship, you know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, I think customers like me, you know what I'm saying? I get that impression at least. The only thing about getting a different job, YouTube, is because of my Asperger's. It does take me a little bit to learn a job, but once I learn it, I'm steady-paced and loyal as fuck to the company I work for.
Following this blunder, Josh's work hours were reduced to 1 4-hour shift a week. Now that his hours were reduced, Josh thought about finding a new job, but citing his loyalty to Wendy's, refused to quit.
So if you saw my last video, I'm definitely going to be going job hunting tomorrow. And if they're only going to schedule me one day a week, then I'm not going to be sticking around much longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, why should I have to? You can only take so much crap before you're like, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Like, I'm confident in the fact that I know I can get another job relatively easily. And preferably with somebody who's not going to cut my hours like they have been at Wendy's lately. Most girls aren't going to want to date somebody who's broke unless they're head over heels for you, you know what I'm saying?
In early March, Josh released his 7th album titled Willows of Sorrow on Amazon Music. The album was originally spelled Willows of Sorrow, but Josh quickly corrected this mistake. Josh would voice his frustration with his friends telling him to get laid.
Speaking of my music, well, YouTube, I'm actually thinking about giving up on becoming a rock star. Now, if I do decide to give up on becoming a rock star, I won't stop playing guitar by any means, or singing for that matter. But it'll just mean I have more realistic goals put into place at the moment, you know what I'm saying? Not exactly making a whole lot of money there on my music sales. So realistically, I gotta think that maybe I'm not destined to be a rock star after all. Honestly though, I get real tired of it when my friends tell me that I need to get laid. It's like, no the fuck I don't. The only few things that sex can lead to is STDs, pregnancy, and drama. No thank you. Considering I'm a 24-year-old male, I should have a high appetite for sex, or at least a healthy one. But it's borderline asexual. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? As far as Bailey goes, I think when the time is right, it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? That being said, you know, the majority of women out there, they choose to date an asshole because they think they can change him. And when it doesn't work, they bitch and cry because he broke her heart. Wah!
In a Facebook post, Josh reminisced about his first kiss in high school and how his dad ruined this precious moment in his life. It was a rough time for Josh financially. His finances were strained to the point he had to go hunting for cigarette butts around Casper, so he had pipe tobacco. However, necessity is the mother of invention. With his work hours drastically cut, Josh had to improvise. A genius idea struck him: payday loans. Hilariously, Josh borrowed from a money lender to purchase 2 pizzas. In this same video, Josh expressed the desire to buy a sex doll instead of going asexual.
I went and stopped by Little Caesars, picked up 2 pizzas. How exactly did I get these two pizzas and the drink, which came to about $14.50? Well, I went down to the money loaner's place. They loaned me $15, and I owe them $20 on the 30th. So that's not going to be a problem to pay off. My birthday's this weekend. I might get some birthday money, and also I get paid on the 30th. I was only scheduled to work 1 day this week. That was yesterday. Now, when I walked into the money place, I thought that I could get a loan for $200, and that's not going to happen. So the most they could give me was $15, and then I owe them $20 on payday, so I'll have enough money to pay them back for sure. Now, I could have gotten me a bottle of alcohol with that $15, but I was kind of hungry. I came this close, YouTube, this close to selling my green chopper at a pawn shop today. But there's a super long line, and I'm sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I says to myself, I can't do it, man. I can't sell my bike. That's the only mode of transportation I have. And that bike is a hell of a lot faster than walking. That's for damn sure. Something I could do with my tax returns is try to find a way to hang out with Bailey and take her out to eat. Of course, if she hasn't tried to contact me in the last 3 months, then maybe she's lost interest. I don't know. I mean, I keep hoping that someday I'll win the lottery or my music will take off, and then I won't have to worry about financial struggles. That's a pipe dream at this point, all puns aside. Of course, I don't have to go asexual if Bailey lost interest. I could just save up for a sex doll and be done with it. Not unless, of course, I would ask my fans to chip in for the sex doll because I can't afford it right now. But at the same time, I'm not gonna, I don't want to do that to my fans, you know what I'm saying? $1,919. Yikes. I mean, if fans want to donate money for something like that, I mean, it seems how I have a hard time talking to girls anyway. It might be a nice investment. Oh yeah, it's a little weird, I know, But then again, I'm a weird person.
To encourage his fans to send him money for his upcoming 25th birthday, Josh set up a PayPal account. In April, although Josh was in a rough spot, he'd now have the time to go out shooting again, this time with his friend Steve. Steve would come to be known as Josh's strangest friend, as he was a degenerate furry, heavily into DDLG.
What's good, YouTube? So we're out in the middle of fucking nowhere, hanging out with my homie Steve.
Yeah. No, that was badass. Range closed, by the way, people. Safety always first.
Hell yeah.
Towards the end of April, Josh had finally had enough with his manager at Wendy's, ranting that he was sick of being talked down to, as if he was stupid, which of course he isn't.
So I am currently out of cigarettes, so I'll be using my pipe and some cigarette butts. Take a cigarette butt and squeeze all that tobacco into your pipe, just like that. Oh, I'm one of my managers. I'm not going to name names on my channel because I'm not like that, but one of my managers was talking to me today, and she had kind of an attitude, and she was talking to me like I was stupid. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know, she was saying, "Hey, don't overstack the trash is in the bag," you know. And today, though, my manager's like, "Well, don't do that. You know, if the bag gets too full, make a second trip." And then she said, and I quote, "Well, you act like you don't know how to do a trash run." No, that's what she said to me. She had this snotty, talking down to you sort of tone in her voice. You know, I take the high road in this sense, and I go, you know what, just agree with her and shut the fuck up and do your job. That's all you can do. That's all you fucking can do, you know? Because of my SSI, I am qualified for a job coach, believe it or not. And I'm getting a pamphlet within the next 7 to 10 business days.
Over the next couple of weeks, Josh began to spiral and he failed to keep his anger in check.
I'll be right back, you two. Oh, fuck. I can't walk by something without punching my fist into it! Now that thing's gonna have to be punished. You wanna fucking hit my fist, you son of a bitch? Huh? Fucking hit my wrist, you fuck you motherfucker, hit me again, so fucking... Well, now I got hit with the sudden urge to pee. God damn it. I love when that shit sneaks up on you.
And, for absolutely no reason, he decided to smash one of his guitars.
And the sad thing is, I can't afford to replace the guitar right now. And I just completely smashed my black and green BC Rich Warlock to pieces.
Josh would go on to address the smashing of his guitar and being frustrated with Scotty talking to him about sex all the time.
Y'all saw my last video where I smashed my guitar. A lot of people felt very strongly that I shouldn't have done that. One person on Facebook even commented, "No, get a new guitar soon," because apparently his band wants to do a split album with me. Go figure. But to make up for smashing the guitar in a sense, I've done two things. The first thing I will review and do for you right now is this challenge, okay? Now what challenge would this be, you two? Two of the spiciest Cheetos that the Cheetos have to offer. After I've consumed all the spicy Cheetos, I'm going to wash it down with some Mountain Dew Pitch Black. Like when certain people start telling me a little bit about what sex was like with certain people, I don't want to hear it. I just do not want to hear it. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do, it's your life, man. But at the same time, ew. Yeah.
Although one of Josh's guitars was destroyed, he still had an acoustic guitar his grandmother gave him, and the Grim Reaper, the guitar he had busted his ass to get in high school by working a paper route. In late May, Scotty's sister attempted to set Josh up with a friend of hers. He turned her down because she was overweight and also had a kid.
Okay, do you remember the other day when I mentioned I was at my friend's house drinking some Kraken? I haven't had sex in a long ass time, and there's days where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And I was kind of complaining about it to the people I was with. And then these people, they were like, well, we can get you some pussy, no problem, you know what I'm saying? And they start going on about this one girl they want me to meet. And, my interest was piqued until, out of the blue, that girl that they were talking about decided to show up. And then I seen what she looked like. First thing I seen, she had a kid. Second thing I seen, she's kind of fat. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And the third thing I seen, she's not that pretty either. And I'm like, I may be a little bit creepy, but I do have standards. They're not ridiculously high. YouTube. So then, when she did show up, I was like, this is, I decided to leave a couple minutes after she showed up. Well, then, a couple days ago, I got a text from one of the people I was hanging out with. She was like, oh, you remember that girl you met the other day? Yeah, she's really into you. Here's her number. And the text royally pissed me off. And let me explain why it pissed me off. I'm like, great. Got this ugly bitch into me. Fucking fantastic. So I decided to be very polite about it, YouTube. As polite as I physically could. And I says, look, I sent the text back. She seemed like a nice girl, but I'm just not that into her. Now, it would have been nice if the person texting me that message would have been like, okay, whatever. But she had to ask why. So I'm like, alright, she wants me to be fucking honest. I'm like, 1, she ugly, 2, she fat, 3, she got a kid. And then, of course, the response I got was classic. She goes, well, fuck that shit, man. She's a beautiful girl and blah, 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 blah. And you want to call her ugly, look at your imperfections and blah, 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 blah. And then I said, well, look, I'm sorry, but she doesn't meet my standards. Oh, then I got told, oh, you don't have any standards, you fuck so-and-so. I'm like, you know what? She was a lot skinnier than the girl you're trying to set me up with, and blah, 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 blah. And then I turned around to this girl and I said, well, who the fuck are you to talk to me about having standards when you fucked this other dude? Or whatever. And she goes, well, okay, you know what? He did me, you know what I'm saying? She was going on about, she was saying how he met her standards and blah, 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 blah. And then she went on to call me a fucking bug-eyed punk. She goes, I have no idea what I was trying to set her up with a bug-eyed punk like you. Now, some girls got curve, you know what I'm saying? I can dig that, you know what I'm saying? But there were just some girls who, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and then I got the text from the very same girl. Oh, you couldn't handle her. Bitch, please. I made 4 out of the 5 women I've had sex with orgasm, so I'm pretty sure I could handle her.
Carolyn would end up posting on social media complaining that Josh's standards were way too high. Carolyn was trolled by Josh's fans. June of 2016 brought with it many memorable moments. Early in the month, Josh attended a cookout with Chef Steve and another friend named Jeremy Rastaman Rogers.
Hey Jeremy, see what's up with the camera?
How's it going?
Yeah!
Hey, over here with the cook.
Yeah, we got Chef
What's up,
Boyardee.
Yeah.
Chef Boyardee Steve.
Can you smell that? That smells good.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Yeah, he's making a souffle. What? Yeah.
Okay, I'll do something epic. I'll be like, hey, you want to know how I got this tall? It's like playing Super Mario Brothers with my DNA. I made it to like level 10, except I didn't save the princess. I took Bowser home.
Yeah, this is a pretty good cigar. I cut it nice and neat. The lights in there.
That same day, Josh filmed an iconic cooking video wherein he almost started a grease fire in his apartment.
Some more people have been saying they want more videos on my phone. I might be able to oblige. Alright y'all, so what I'm going to do is I want to show you how to make french fries. First of all, you need a pot full of fry oil. You know, it's the same fry oil that I use to deep fry my chicken. Second thing you're going to need is some taters. Your next step is just drop them in there like that. Fuck it. God damn it! Stop! Fuck my life, YouTube. I need salt. Well, you know, that was real fucking smooth of me, too. So you gotta watch that, obviously, when you're making french fries. So yeah, homemade french fries aren't too difficult to make.
And then a week later, drunkenly made another iconic cooking video, Defarted Goodness.
What is up, YouTube? Drinking all day thinking to myself, what can I do for a video? So I take these avocado slices and I want to make these sons of bitches into french fries. And I'll tell you right here, this shit's dank. This shit dank.
Around this time, a fan named Creeplord sold 50 limited edition enamel pins. Josh ended up making $116 from the sale of these pins. A special shout out to Creeplord for the pictures. Thanks, bud. Creeplord would also go on to sell a limited amount of shirts and donate the profits to Josh also.
The Gothic King Cobra pens will be for sale and available tomorrow. And yes, Gothic King Cobra enameled lapel pen from Lord, and they're available now. Only 50 made. Once they're gone, they're gone. Proceeds go directly to the Cobra himself. Yes. And they're only $8, so that's not too bad. So I'm gonna try my luck at winning the lottery on payday. And if I win, I got this awesome GoFundMe campaign I want to donate to. It would help some people out.
In the same video, Josh would bring up a GoFundMe campaign that was for the mother of Alicia Rhodey, the girl he stalked in high school. We will come back to this a little later. Josh's popularity began rapidly picking up at this point. Shortly after the sale of the pins, Josh reached 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. He recorded a vocal cover and workout video to celebrate.
So check this out, I now have 3,006 subscribers. Oh damn. Now for 3,006 subscribers, I want to show you all my workout plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2 more sets. Oh yeah, getting those arms worked out. 10. Whew.
Josh seemingly gave up on the possibility of ever meeting the elusive Bailey. Playing it to Josh's gullibility, Scotty strung Josh along again. This time, the girl's name was Izzy, and she was allegedly Homeboy Scotty's girlfriend's roommate.
Now once I mail off J.K. Rowling's wand that I made her, then I want to start work on Ozzy Osbourne's wand and get that mailed off. Boom. There we go. That was nice and loud, wasn't it? But when I get paid next, I'm gonna take a cab and my homeboy Scotty with me, because my homeboy Scotty has a couple of girls that are interested in dating me. I'm gonna take a cab over to one of his fuck buddies' houses, and this female he's been having sex with, she has a roommate that's interested in dating me. So do what I can to meet her and stuff, because I'm tired of being single and miserably alone. It sucks, you know. Oh, I love Conjuring Thunderstorms YouTube. Yes, yes, yes I do. What more proof of magic do you need? This thunderstorm right here that I have conjured, this thunderstorm right here that I have conjured is magic in its finest form.
In another iconic video from this era, Josh spoke about his secret masturbation video while trying to open up a can of pink salmon for over an hour.
So I stopped by the grocery store and picked up a couple cans of pink salmon and a carton of milk and some soap for my body and hair. And sure enough, when I'm riding home, the bag that's carrying my soda tears open. Now I caught the soda before it hit the ground. I had to get off my bike to pick up the receipt so I wouldn't lose that. But after that I was like, really? So I dropped a box of gloves at work today, and then I stood up too quickly and somehow managed to conk my head on one of the kitchen sinks. And I hate the fact that I'm naturally clumsy, but it's whatever, man. Also, I'd like to address the inappropriate videos that are going around about me. There's just one in particular, or two, one's pixelated, one's not. That was a bit of a social experiment to see what the haters would do. And they did as I had predicted. They're going to use that masturbation video of me that I made on a porn site once against me, or they're going to try to, but their obsession with my dick is only making me more famous on YouTube, so, you know, that definitely gets the ladies talking, that's for damn sure. It might make some people think, oh, I wonder if he's a porn star. Not likely, no. But after I deleted the video, I knew some sick motherfuckers would save it because they love staring at my junk so much. And when they think they're using the video to get even or to get at me, they're really just sucking my dick is what they're doing. The best way to address that right there is every time you post or share those inappropriate videos of me, you're really just sucking my dick. Now, some of you out there making fun of me probably don't like sucking dick. Well, if you don't like doing that, then quit streaming that video, and then my dick, metaphorically speaking, will be removed from your mouth. Now, a lot of people on YouTube like to make fun of me and call me names like retard and shit, and I honestly don't care, because I've been called a retard my entire fucking life by various people, so it's nothing new to me, really. This can opener's a piece of shit. I finally got the bastard open, but I spilled fucking fish juice all over the floor. God damn it.
For about a week, Scotty cock-teased Josh with the prospect of a date with Izzy. Josh made several videos expressing his anticipation for the meetup.
And when I was at work, doing my usual trash run, I saw this right here. The string was all wrapped up around my horn on my bike. And I look at it and I'm like, it's a Wendy's receipt. Nice bike. And the I am bike and the exclamation point are both dotted with hearts. And the girl in question also, dotted it with a lipstick print. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty fucking sweet. I have a date coming up. I'm definitely looking forward to it, YouTube, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about it. I might have just scored me a blind date with the pale-skinned, raven-haired beauty. I'm like, hey, sweet! So that's super cool of Izzy to give me a chance like that. If I get rejected on this date, I'm done with dating. I'm fucking done with it, YouTube. Getting rejected hurts way too much, and I'm sick and tired of it, you know. I'm definitely thinking about wearing a muscle-sleeved shirt for my first date so I can show off my arms a bit. You want to find ways to boost your sex appeal, show off my naturally big arms. Whatcha? But as it sits, YouTube, I am currently 4 days away from my date, if you count Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Alright, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. I just hope that I can make a good enough impression, you know what I'm saying? One person on YouTube said, I bet you $150 the date's not real. Another person was like, I bet you $1,000. One person's like, you got that kind of money? The other person was like, oh no, I just know it's total bullshit. Yeah, we'll see who has the last laugh, YouTube.
During this Izzy sub-saga, Josh made a video in memory of the lead guitarist for Elvis named Scotty Moore, sparking a joke that is still running to this day. Josh was trolled with the rumour that Homeboy Scotty had died. Josh fell for it with the characteristic inability to recognise and roll with innocent jokes, and clarified that Homeboy Scotty is still alive.
So I'm here to play some tribute guitar for Scotty Moore, who was the guitarist for Elvis Presley. He passed away at the age of 80. And Friday is almost here, so that's what's up. So there seems to be a bit of confusion regarding my last video. And before I address that confusion, check this out, YouTube. I braided my hair. I've gotten somewhat decent at it. Yeah. Anyway, my homeboy Scotty did not die. Now, I posted a video entitled Rest in Peace Scotty Moore, guitarist for Elvis. Basically, that should tell you that the guitarist for Elvis Presley has just passed away. Now, one person commented, "Oh, sorry to hear about your homeboy," or something like that. One person commented, "Rip Homeboy Scotty." To which I replied, he did not die. Let me reassure you with this video, my homeboy Scotty did not die. He is alive and well. The double date is still on for Friday.
Josh ended the month in high hopes about a scheduled date with Izzy. Josh would once again pull an all-nighter the day before this date and was very excited.
So normally I don't pull all-nighters, but every once in a while. Thursday night, even though it's technically Thursday morning, but I'll most definitely be going to bed a little bit earlier on Thursday night so that I can be well rested for work in the morning. And then of course, my date. Friday is pretty much straightforward for me. I go to work at 11:30, get off at 2, I'll come home. Definitely thinking about wearing a sleeveless t-shirt that day so I can show off my arms a little bit. Now, if you see less and less of me on YouTube in the next coming weeks, don't trip out about it. If I actually get a girlfriend out of this first date, I'd much rather spend more time with her than actually making videos. And I'm sure any of you watching this right now will totally understand where I'm coming from on this. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I'll stop making videos. I'll make the occasional video, you know what I'm saying? It just won't be as much,
As foreseen by literally his entire audience, the date with Izzy never happened. Scotty once again spun up some bullshit about why the fake date didn't happen.
Hey YouTube, so some of you might be a tad bit curious to find out how my date went last night. Well, guess what? It didn't happen, okay? And I don't want to hear any comments about, "Oh, I called it," or this and that. Okay, I don't want to hear any comments. Apparently, this girl that Scotty was going on a date with, okay, she can't decide if she wants to be Scotty's fuck buddy or his girlfriend. So it's complicated between those two. And trust and believe, if I get any comments that I don't like, they're getting deleted. Okay, they are getting deleted. You have no idea, YouTube. I was looking so forward. I was so looking forward to this date. It was practically the only thing that got me through the last 2 weeks, just about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, YouTube. I'm thinking about quitting the dating game for good. I mean, by all accounts, I should have pussy just falling into my lap. You know what I'm saying? By all accounts, YouTube, I should have pussy falling into my lap right now. I'm attractive. I have big muscles. I have a big penis. I can sing. I play guitar. What the fuck? And I got several messages on Facebook too. People were like, "Oh, we can't wait to hear about it. I bet you got laid. Ha ha ha." Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. Of course I fucking didn't get laid. What else would you expect from someone like me? Fucking get my excitement and my hopes up for nothing. Okay, it's like taking a dog, okay? It's like taking a dog and starving it for 4.5 fucking days. And then dangling a juicy steak in front of it and saying, "Oh, nope, can't have it. Oh, you want the steak? Oh, no, guess what? Can't have it." And then giving him a good old kick in the fucking stomach when he tries to eat it. "You want the steak? Oh, too bad, you can't have it." That's exactly what it feels like, YouTube. And then it gets canceled, and I was so let down on YouTube. I'm tired of getting let down. I'm tired of getting rejected by women, so I'm not going to date anymore. I'm done trying.
Having been catfished once again by Scotty, Josh took a short break from making videos. He returned a week later, mentioning a lucky lady he was chatting with on OkCupid, and that he would be hopefully seeing her in the next couple of days.
Well, I thought I'd try OkCupid.com again just to see, keep my options open, you know. I saw this one girl that I was kind of attracted to, like kind of was being an underestimate. I'm like, oh damn, she cute. Okay, so then I hit her up on OkCupid, and she messaged me back, and she might be coming over later. I don't know. We shall see. Fingers crossed. Then again, she might get cold feet and decide not to. I don't know. Life can be oh so unpredictable.
As was ordained by the whims of fate, Josh was once again rejected by the OkCupid date as she backed out last minute.
So despite what I might have said on Facebook this morning, I've decided not to give up on dating, but not to make it my main focus, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm kind of in a shitty mood right now because, well, this date I thought I was going to have with OkCupid ended up backing out on me. And then on top of that, the Cradle of Filth t-shirt I wanted is out of stock, so it's like, god damn it. But I suppose it could be worse.
Swearing off online dating forever, Josh deleted his OkCupid account. His melancholy and heartbreak produced the iconic fair video. This video was recorded at the local fair with Homeboy Scotty and his friend Joe, in which Josh wandered around, harshly deriding himself.
What is up, YouTube? It's Homeboy Scotty and Joe kicking it at the fair. Yeah! So that date I had with OkCupid got canceled. She never showed up. On top of that, YouTube, when Izzy heard about my supposed date that didn't happen, someone asked her to the fair, and she's got herself a man now, so you know, I'm not gonna hold it against her. Fuck that, you know. If I'm not getting rejected, I'm getting turned down. And if I'd have known that that girl from OkCupid was gonna cancel out on me, I wouldn't have done or said shit, and I might have had a date with Izzy. But oh well. Scotty's been trying to get me a girl, but it hasn't worked.
I've been trying. It's a work in progress. But really, man, it will happen. One day or another, it'll fucking happen. Believe.
Yeah. I believe it when it happens. I know when I said I'm thinking about giving up on dating, I'm not sure if I will or not. I'm still trying to decide.
You never know, man. You just gotta be open-minded.
Oh, I've been trying to be open-minded, dude, but every time it happens, nothing happens. Every time I try, nothing happens. And it's starting to piss me off a little bit.
I know, dude. I hear you. I'm sorry, homie.
It's not your fault, dude.
I tried, dude. You know I tried.
Yeah, I know you're trying, dude, but fucking, you know, shit happens.
People, man.
I know you can. I know you can. It would be nice to meet a girl I connect with mentally and physically, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Dude, it will happen, homie.
I doubt it.
That's why it's not happening, because you're second doubting yourself, man.
Huh. No, it would be nice to meet a girl I'm attracted to, and she's attracted to me sexually and mentally, but it's not gonna happen. Look at me, I'm a disgusting, ugly fuck.
Dude,
I'm worthless.
Dogging on you.
I dog on myself all the time. I don't give a shit. Well, it's nothing against you, man. That's just my confidence. What?
Look at Rick Ross.
Who?
Rick Ross.
Who the hell's Rick Ross?
It doesn't matter who he is. He's a fucking ugly, fat fucker, and he gets laid all the time. Just saying.
Yeah, well, that's Rick Ross for you, you know. Shit.
Women, Wendy's, and Wheedly Woodling, just some of the worsening aspects of Josh's life in this iconic era. We saw his first love vanish from his life, his best friend catfish him several times, and his career prospects narrow. Despite these setbacks, Josh still enjoyed his creative pursuits, producing albums and video content, leading to an increase in online attention. His viewer base was growing, but each milestone brought with it more attention from the trolls, as well as new fans. In the near future, Josh's online infamy would soon evolve and leak into his real life, yielding chaotic results. Thank you very much for watching, and a special thanks to my members, and of course, my writer, Of Age Female.